Ahoy, hoy.
What up? What's going on?
Well, it's PGA
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Is today Tuesday?
Today's Tuesday. I had to think about that.
I just checked. You know, here's how dumb I am.
Yeah.
I just pulled up the PGA Tour app.
Why?
Well, I have it on my phone. I check it all the time when they're playing. Like, you ever do this mindlessly? Like you do mindless stuff. Like I pulled it up, going, God, I wonder who's. Oh wait.
Oh yeah.
Just in case they started early. I was gonna check the leaderboard.
Just in case someone was out there. You're like, hey, are they starting this tournament early?
I don't even know what I was doing.
And that might get someone's attention there. You know.
I was just training myself for Thursday.
Just to be prepared.
Just watching.
Are you really chomping at the bit for the Thursday round of the PGA Championship?
Well, yes. Yeah. Oh my God, it's a major.
Yeah,
I got bets out there.
That's more of a Saturday afternoon. I'm going to keep an eye on it and see if it gets interesting. You're not getting me to the weekend.
Well, I don't care about you, dude. I'm fired up. I will be
You're ready to go.
I will be up at. Well, it's back east, so I'll be up at 6.
I love that you're checking the app every day just to make sure.
Well, I got to star my guys. I got to star my bets, so they're at the top, so I can see how they're doing. There's a lot going on, a lot to follow. Got some pools.
There is news.
What do we got?
PGA Tour news.
There's
News.
PGA Tour news.
The newers. Hey, there's a segment right there.
That is a
segment.
The newers. Horse newers.
Rory McIlroy cut his practice time short today.
Yeah.
Blister.
Well, he doesn't care. You want to talk about like someone who shut it down?
How do you spell newers? Newers.
Good question.
It's new and newers.
Yeah. Newers. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. PGA Tour.
Well, you can go like NEW-O. No.
I'm going to go NOURERS.
Little newers.
Newers.
Yeah, I saw an interview with Rory, and you want to talk about a guy that's just like, if you want to know what the PGA means, he's like, I got a blister. I'm shutting it down. The big one today is he's able to identify people's swings. That was like the big thing going around.
That was awesome.
They would show Rory a silhouette of someone, and then he could peg it.
He went 10 for 10.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing, actually, if you haven't seen it. So they show just the silhouette of the golf swing.
Yeah.
He nails Jordan Spieth before he even swings.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, that's Spieth. he got LeBron's swing? Like, how does he know LeBron's golf swing?
I don't know.
He's probably played with him, I guess.
That would be my guess.
He got Chuck Barkley, although that's not that hard.
If you're LeBron, can you go to Rory and ask for lessons? Or is that like a faux pas?
Dare I say maybe they gave him the answers before they did it.
Oh, boy. I'm
calling conspiracy.
Look at Stevie Golf over there just going conspiracy theory.
Stevie Golf is not my favorite Stevie.
I'll stick to the fire.
Hey, we got a fire game tonight.
Big news. Yeah, so I'm checking the PGA Tour app. What I need to be doing is checking the WNBA
I'm checking the WNBA app.
Yes. Stevie Fire and I are on the Liberty tonight.
Okay. Minus their two best players?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter.
I like it better.
He's going, it brings the line down.
Will there ever be a time this year where you're gobbling some Portland Fire?
No. I did look at the Fire regular season win total today, updated 9.5 now.
If
it was 11.
It was 11.5 to start the year, so they lose one game and it goes down by 2.
If we took $100,
makes that make sense,
and we just faded the Fire every night,
you're going to lose it.
At the end of the year, we're not coming out with money?
Oh, yeah, if you bet 100 each night.
Yeah.
If you're saying roll it over,
no.
They're going to
I'm saying we just, every night, you take $10, whatever you want.
Oh, yeah. You'll win.
If we just take it and we fade, how many games in the day? Is it like
45, 44,
something
45,
like that?
Something like that?
Yes.
I don't want to do 100. Like, I kind of want to just bet $10 every Fire game and fade and see what happens.
I think you'd be fine.
I don't know why you wouldn't.
All right. That's it.
Now, are you doing spread or money line?
Well, I would assume spread, right?
Yeah, because a big money line loss could wipe you out.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, that could kill you.
Yeah,
and they will win.
Yeah, they'll
win at
There'll
some
be
point.
a couple games.
Dude, I just think look, this is going to be my new fun game. This is the sort of gambling that you can talk me into. That's just off the cuff, and I'm like, yeah, why not? I'll throw $10 down.
I like how you're deciding that this is new when Steven and I have been doing this already.
You've been fading the Fire every game?
Well, they've only had one game, and yes, we're 1-0. and we're on him again tonight.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, welcome to the club, fella. Please try to pay attention.
Well, thanks. If I earn enough, maybe I can buy one of those $100 Portland Fire shirts.
Oh man, yeah, you were telling me about that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I went into the old Fire tickle trunk.
Now be careful.
What is happening?
I want you to be careful here.
What?
Well, I'm a Fire homer, and I take it personally when you start trashing my Fire.
Oh, I'm not trashing anything.
trash
The
him a
gear
Fire.
is great.
The gear is great.
It is great.
It's great.
It's worth double what they charge for it.
The T-shirts are $50.
Well, I think it's worth $100.
Well, no dong, don't believe. Don't worry if you want one of the court colored T-shirts, like the pink or the blue, that's $65. They're charging you an extra $15. You want a non-hooded sweatshirt, that's going to cost you $1. And if you want one with a hood, that's like $140, $165. My word. The Portland, it's in demand, I guess. It's great looking gear, but
It is expensive.
We were talking team colors. Maybe these teams are just coming out with more colors so they can put out more gear.
100%.
I guess.
They give you different looks.
Right. So
I was under
like the
the
Fire have like 5 different official team colors. You got to get a sweatshirt of every color.
Well, I was under the impression like the jersey would be like $100. Nay. 65 T-shirt, $100. And I usually get by because I never buy the hooded sweatshirt. So the regular sweatshirt is usually not that popular. No. They'll get you. So I need to win. I need to fade the Fire for like a month straight, and then I can afford to buy a Fire sweatshirt.
I love that idea. At the end of the season, take the winnings,
Yes.
buy a Fire shirt.
This is what we're doing.
Yeah, you owe it to them.
Yes.
You do.
I will get a Fire T-shirt when there's a sweatshirt there. It's $100. And so I'm going to do this until I earn $100, and then I'll take my winnings.
All right.
And we'll put it towards
How many games are there?
40 something.
Okay. So this is against the spread, right?
Yeah. Taking it against the spread. Going $10 every night against the spread.
For the team playing them.
Yeah, I'm fading them.
Yeah, so
every
they'll
night.
almost always be an underdog.
Yes.
So you have to lay points every night.
Every night.
So you're not a points gobbler.
No.
You're a points layer.
We're a points layer, which is against my it's against my gobbling nature, but one, I think it's just kind of funny to do as a bit for the show, and two, I want that sweatshirt, so let's go.
So 42. Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Well, look, once I commit to this, we're committing to it. There will be a $10 bet placed every Fire game.
Well, like
fading
I
the
said,
Fire.
welcome to the club.
Yeah.
We're already 1-0. Now he's on the first quarter tonight.
Yeah,
I'm on the first half. I decided to do first half. Now this could change because I don't like backdoor covers.
Oh yeah, they're killers.
And I don't like it. The benches are really unpredictable.
Yeah, I would say so.
So I just go first. I made the commitment to say I'm going to bet the same amount on the opponent in the first half of every Fire game.
Because the spreads are so big,
Yeah.
you can get a backdoor cover. I mean, like even last
Exactly.
game, they almost got the backdoor cover, then
Yeah.
they blew it.
Right. Yeah. So tonight, the Liberties,
The Liberty Bibbities,
they are minus 13.
without their two best players, which says something.
Yeah, well, they're good.
Well, yeah.
And they're all tall, from what I understand.
Bunch of sequoias out there.
Although I don't
roaming
know
around
this
Moda.
to be true. I just
Well,
have
they're
heard
coming
this.
into the Fire pit tonight, baby.
Fire pit.
Yeah, and so first half is only, I got it at 7. No, 6. 6.5? 6.
6.5.
I think it was 6.5.
Hey,
maybe.
that's not bad. That's
no,
kinda-
it was 6. It was last night. It was 6. The spread was 12. So they only have to win by 6 in the first half, and I'm 2-0.
I like it.
Now Stevie's going first quarter.
I took first quarter. That's 3.5. So Liberty Liberty got to be up 4
Now, if
points.
any of the players are driving into the arena listening to this,
Yeah, if you could.
I just want. Hopefully, this motivates you. I want you to drain threes all over the Liberty.
You know what? I want to lose. I want the Fire
Yeah,
to win. So
that's
come
right.
on, Fire. Let's
That's
go.
right. We're Fire fans.
But I got to ask the question. We're all on board. The tank for Juju or
Zhang.
Zhang.
Juju or Zhang Zhang.
Yes. And can I once again put my full heart behind Zhang? So do we want the Fire to win, or is this we want them to be competitive and lose? Because is it a lottery system in the WNBA, or is it worse record
I want them to play their hearts out.
but lose?
I mean, if they
Maybe
lost,
by a certain point total.
if that happened,
Yeah.
I mean, we do benefit.
Yeah.
But whatever. I want them to play their little hearts out.
Yes.
Their little WNBA hearts, right in front of those
Go for the gold.
fans. Yeah, that's right. And if this motivates them, maybe they'll be thinking about it. Maybe we'll light a fire under the Fire.
By the way, I'm looking here. I don't know if there is. Oh, there is a lottery. So the top 5 picks are determined by a lottery amongst the team that missed the playoffs. I was hoping maybe it was just worse record.
No, yeah, they do like some weird system where it's like the last 2 or 3 years win percentage. So the Fire, I think, have a decent chance to get.
So we don't control our own destiny to get the big tariff.
I don't think so. No, but I think it's a pretty good opportunity.
I don't like that. So, I mean, they're going to lose, but we don't have to lose every game. We just have to be one of the teams. I don't think we have to worry about making the playoffs.
No.
That's not the goal.
I think that's out the window.
No. Once we traded for the assistant golf manager, I think that was a clear indicator of where this season's going. Oh.
Well, anyway, exciting times.
PGA Tour.
Yes.
Oh, the tour. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, championship.
Well, so Rory went 10 of 10 on the silhouettes.
Yes.
I was wondering if Stevie Brackets could go 10 of 10 on basketball jumpers.
So there are videos of this. They do the same thing. I sometimes have a hard time doing it. Sometimes I dominate, but other times I'm like, because if you go like a mid-level player, I might struggle.
Yeah. I'll bet you there's a handful. And again, what kind of, are we just going straight set shot?
Right.
I think J's are the most unique, right? Jumpers.
I would assume.
Batting stances are.
No, I'm talking about basketball.
Oh, basketball, yeah.
But yeah, in baseball swings, that's age old.
Yes.
That's fun. That's a fun game.
Yes.
I'm pretty good at that, by the way. Well, the old-timey guys.
Yeah. Not so much.
I say old-timey. The guys from the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
That's old-timey.
Back in the last
Back
century.
in my day.
Well, there's some way
back in the 1900s.
That's the most iconic, I would think, because instantly when you think of certain baseball players, the first thing you think of is the swing.
Yeah, exactly.
You think of Kobe, you think of Jordan, you think of LeBron, you think of, I guess Kareem has the sky hook, but that's usually not what you think of is jumper form. Where in baseball, we can all picture the stance because they're so unique. Whether that's Pujols or Griffey, I was a Will Clark guy, Julio Franco, Gary. You don't have to even be great. There's just there's a lot of good guys that you instantly remember.
Jeff Bagwell.
Yeah, Jeff Bagwell and the squat. When I'm with you. The NBA, I think it'd be easy with the top handful of guys, but
what about QB throws?
I think that would be hard.
Brett Favre was have you ever seen Brett Favre mimic everybody?
No.
There's a really good video. Favre used to, he would nail the impersonations. So he would do Elway and he would do all these different guys, and he was amazing at it. And you don't realize how unique they are, but the moment he starts doing it, you're like, oh my God, that's so-and-so. So you could probably do it. You could probably do it with certain quarterbacks.
Yeah, some of it is drop back.
Yeah.
The way they move dropping back.
Yeah.
Like Peyton Manning always had a unique drop back.
Yeah. I think you could recognize Brady.
Yeah.
Elway for sure.
Yeah. Elway has one of the more unique ones because he was so pigeon-toed. He had the weird, he just, everything went in. There was just certain mannerisms that's the one that I remember Favre nailing the most was his John Elway impression.
Could you do slap shots? Is that?
It's pretty hard.
They're kind of all the same.
Well, and no one really shoots a slap shot anymore. The only one that really shoots the slapper is Ovechkin. But yeah, most of that's kind of a
Well, what would you do for hockey then?
God, that would probably be the hardest one. You do skating. It'd be that.
Their skate style?
Yeah, their skate style. Certain guys move certain ways. But that would probably be the hardest one to do would be hockey.
So Roy's video is awesome because he figured out Michael Block.
Yeah.
The PGA. He was the PGA Pro. Golf Pro.
Yeah.
That was just, I don't know, he was back east somewhere.
He had some comments. He had some comments kind of cheesing people off. But yeah, he was a club pro.
Yeah, he made the PGA Championship and I don't know, he played well. I don't remember his whole story, but he had his 10 minutes of fame or
and
whatever.
Rory got him.
And Rory nailed his golf silhouette of his golf suit. Yep, that's Michael Block. What?
So I could do a handful. I could do Rory, I could do Bryson. Furyk,
you know what?
Furyk would be an easy one.
So did you, when you were watching that video?
Yeah.
Did you try to do it alongside? I was watching it, trying to figure it out before him,
I guess I wasn't, other than there was a couple that just jumped out at me, but I wasn't actively sitting there trying to do it.
You know what one got me?
Huh.
Tiger Woods, which, I should have gotten Tiger Woods. Adam Scott's golf swing looks a lot like Tiger Woods.
I guess I didn't pay.
When I saw that silhouette, I was like, wait a minute, that's Adam Scott.
Oh, it's Tiger?
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
The greatest player ever. Oops. Anyway, good times.
I did. The first one was himself, right? The first silhouette, I think, was Rory.
Oh, yeah, it was him. Yeah. And he said Rory McIlroy.
Yeah, Rory
he didn't say me. He said Rory McIlroy.
And they, if you haven't seen it, I'm not going to say they cheated a little bit, but they didn't give anything away because of the I don't know, the way they did the silhouette. Some of those I thought were pretty tough. It's like you couldn't necessarily tell from the body necessarily.
You're right.
Yeah.
Tiger's pants, you could tell. He had the baggy pants.
Yeah.
He had like the MC Hammer pants.
Dude, Tiger back in the day, when you see what Tiger was wearing, that's one of those, you want to date yourself? There's a little of that, where Tiger had the Steve Harvey sort of pants going on.
Yeah. Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
What year was peak Tiger? What would you say peak Tiger?
Probably what?
2000?
2000-ish?
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, he started that trend of like he was wearing like the turtleneck thing and then the huge pants and tight up top. It's a hell of a look. Although, did anyone look cool in like 1999 to 2003? Did anyone look at what they were wearing and be like, yeah?
At the time, like Payne Stewart.
Hey, Payne still looks good. Well,
he's dead.
Rest in peace, Payne Stewart.
I bet he doesn't.
You don't know what he wore.
I'm saying.
I thought it was great.
Payne Stewart.
He said nobody looked good. I think Payne Stewart looked great.
Payne has maybe the most iconic. That may be the most iconic look in golf history. But I miss the old days where like, because now everything is, how do I golf gear now has become, I don't know. It's like you can't wear it anywhere else. It's everyone knows the golf outfit and everyone knows the guy that's their nice clothes. Oh, I'm going to a wedding. Cool. I'm wearing a golf polo. But when you go back and it's not a good look. It's all that technical fabric, and most of the guys don't have the body to wear that. They got they got some love handles or a little up top baggage, and it's hugging you in all the wrong places. You got terrible fitting shorts, and you're like, oh, it's a great look. No, it's not. And it's tucked in your guts hanging over. But back in the day, like the Arnies and the Jacks, like those guys, dude, they were wearing like slacks and like cardigans. Go look at Arnold Palmer sometime. That is a stylish mother effer out there on the golf course. Like those were the days. Chi-Chi's out there playing in a cashmere sweater and a fedora. Like that's the way golf should be, but it's become now where...
Well, look, it's a classic look.
Yes.
But if one came... I mean, I don't know. Would you be saying that if Tiger was wearing that stuff? You know what I mean?
Dude, if Tiger would have been so much cooler had he dressed like Arnold Palmer.
Yeah,
his stuff looked terrible.
I agree, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know what I'm saying. You know what the coolest thing about Arnold Palmer was?
Everything?
His style?
His drink. Oh.
Smoking heaters.
Yeah, all of those things. He would roll his...
Yeah, he'd roll the sleeves.
He'd roll his sleeves up and put his cigarettes in there.
Yes. Dude,
like a mechanic.
I just miss the days when you could see... Like instantly, when you looked at Arnold Palmer out on a golf course, you're like, dude, that guy is awesome. When you see someone, I mean, look at this. Look at those yellow slacks. He's got some,
yeah.
And then that blue, like you said, the blue polo sleeves rolled up. Like you look at that and you're like, dude, that guy's awesome. When's the last time you watched a professional golfer and you thought anything other than that guy looks like a dip ass?
Jason Day.
They got like 19 logos on their stuff. None of it fits well. It looks terrible. Meanwhile, I got Arnold Palmer out there looking like Don Draper.
I think I would go back to Chi-Chi, looked good.
Yep.
Payne Stewart looked good.
Yeah.
You said the last time. God, all these modern guys.
No, you can't anymore. It's just it's just terrible looking stuff.
Yeah. I saw, okay, this is going to sound weird, but I saw Marco Penge. I think that's his name.
Okay.
On the range this morning on my as I was watching the guys hit balls on the range.
He's an English pro.
Is he English?
Yeah, I just looked him up.
Okay. P-E-N-G, right?
Yeah.
Or P-E-N-G-E.
Yes.
Is it Marco?
It is.
Yeah. He's a pretty fly-looking dude.
Okay.
But, yeah, I don't know. It's not saying much.
No, we've all been somewhere.
I mean, I don't know.
We've all been someplace nice, and we see the guy that's coming from the golf course, and you look like a schmuck. I get it. It's the golf outfit, but you wouldn't go play softball and then wear your sweet softball uniform out to eat with your lady.
People do that. You see the softball
to someplace nice?
Oh, I don't know about someplace nice. But they're out having beers after the game. Yeah.
You want to make golf great again.
It's a great American pastime.
Go back to the Chi-Chis and the Arnolds. Even Jack had some sweet like slacks and a sweater. Now it's a little tight, but even Jack had some sweet looking golden bear sweaters.
The other thing that was cool about those guys, like in the 60s, is they didn't wear hats.
No hat.
And that helped.
Yeah.
You know, because, I mean, my God, 5 Hour Energy, Jim Furyk?
Yeah.
Really?
It was the worst looking hat of all time. It was honestly something that you got at like a free event where 5 Hour Energy was giving you a sample, and they were like, "Here, take this hat. Oh, Jim Furyk, you're gonna win the U.S. Open. Put this on."
All right.
I got Phil out there wearing that stupid KPMG visor.
Yeah.
Great look, Phil. Wearing your ladies' glasses. I mean,
It's tough.
it's
It's
awful.
tough. You're right. Nothing that's been been in the modern
No.
era has been great.
Nothing you see anyone wearing, and you're like, I got to pick that up.
Well, Jason Day is
He's trying.
he's a trailblazer.
Yeah, he's at, what is that, Malbon or whatever?
Yeah.
At least they're making an effort.
They're
Whatever
not-
you think of it.
Some of the stuff isn't bad.
Yeah, whatever you think of it, they're making an effort to not look.
Steven's not buying it.
Well,
Stevie Fire. Hey, stick to the WNBA, okay? Shut up and dribble, okay?
I haven't chimed in. Have you
speaking
noticed?
of people that are dressing up, the WNBA, man,
Yeah.
they dress up like it's a catwalk out there.
Yeah, they
cool.
do.
They're going to the
Well, they have a
nines.
brand,
Yeah, they do.
you know.
Yeah. Hey, sex sells, and they're leaning into it.
Thank you.
Good for you.
Good
Go
fashion
Fire.
segment, guys.
Yeah, thanks.
It's a good prattle.
Very good Brad
Great
Boxberger
Yeah.
opening prattle. All right. We begin with the Frank Gay segment, and we'll talk about the Lakers next.
George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
This update brought to you by A&E Plumbing, Heating, and Air, serving Portland, Southwest Washington, and the Gorge online at aneheatingandcooling.com. It's hard to stop a train. First on the Fan, Grizzlies forward Brandon Clark sadly passed away today at the age of 29. No cause of death has been announced, but TMZ is reporting that the death is being investigated as a possible overdose, as drug paraphernalia was found in his apartment. Spurs Timberwolves Game 5 tonight. Series tied at 2 right now. Spurs 9.5-point home favorites. Dylan Harper, De'Aaron Fox both questionable for San Antonio in tonight's game. Missouri running back Ahmad Hardy, he has been released from the hospital after he was shot in the upper leg early Sunday morning. Hardy is going to head back to Missouri to rehab with the hopes of still playing this upcoming season for the Tigers. Rory McIlroy paused his Tuesday afternoon practice session today after just 3 holes because discomfort from a blister on his right pinky toe. And the Fire take on the Liberty tonight from the Moda Center. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
What, bud?
Lane Kiffin.
Hey, this is a reminder that the Points Gobbler at 4 o'clock every day moving forward will be college football. Every day.
At some point.
No, beginning today, the Points Gobbler will be college football every day at 4.
All college football?
You can trust it.
I don't think you can.
Suk has his doubts.
I really have my doubts.
Oh, I can hear them.
That we're sticking to all college football for
listen,
20 minutes.
If you start talking about golf where there's nothing I can do.
Look, I'm calling horse nerds on that. I just am.
I am presenting college football material to the masses at 4 p.m. in the Points Gobbler.
You're going to bring out college football newers?
Yeah.
Every day.
Look,
Newers.
I'm
Newers. PGA Tour Newers, college football Newers.
I believe we will talk college football Newers for to open the segment, but the idea that we're going to stay there for 20 minutes?
Well, like I said,
if
you veer,
stay in your lane,
as you're known to do. There's nothing I can do about it. You know, I just pull the reins.
I'm not sure which is more likely, that we will leave the lane as the 20 minutes goes on, or it's going to take us 6 minutes to get into the lane in the first place.
I think
kind of
the
like
latter.
A slow merge.
I think the latter. Now listen, if you tune in at 4 and we're talking about somebody's butt,
stick around.
Yeah, just wait.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Come on. You know us.
Well, it takes a while to get out of prattle mode. I mean, the first 20 minutes we're prattling. You know, it may take a little bit.
Well, again, this is going to be at 4, so we're not there yet. We haven't even hit the Frank Gay segment yet. I mean, this Tuesday is loaded.
We're not in the gay or Frank Gay segment. Whoa.
Hey.
All right, Frank Gay segment. We're already talking Points Gobbler segment. What are you doing?
I'm teasing is what I'm doing. Radio professional. Jesus, you two.
He's giving you a taste. just a little lick, if you will.
Today in the Frank Gay.
I need to see dong.
God.
It's out of context.
We're the worst.
It's out of context.
We're the worst. I hate this shit.
It's out of context. Don't we all?
Boys ass!
Just the worst. All right. Focus.
I'll try. What were we talking about?
Well, the Lakers lost.
Yeah.
Last night. But.
They put up an effort.
Well, I said yesterday, I think the jury's out on LeBron James. I haven't seen enough.
The career at this point. Let's wait a little longer.
There's some things we need to see, and you know what? Last night he showed me something.
Now you're okay.
I'm okay with
now.
LeBron
You're okay calling him your goat.
Hey, listen, it was they played hard.
Yeah.
Both teams played hard.
Both teams played hard,
and they didn't roll over like the Sixers. So I think that's good.
He had a nice series for getting swept. And if this is the last we see of LeBron, I don't believe it is. I think it's the last we've seen him in LA.
There is no chance this is the last we've seen of LeBron.
I just don't believe that he can leave without a farewell tour. I don't.
Can I just say this?
Yeah.
I don't think he can leave. Full stop.
Yeah, it's possible.
He can't.
Yeah.
He is Aaron Rodgers, but in better shape.
Yeah.
And still has skill. Like, he is showing no signs of slowing down.
Well,
that guy, well, I mean, he's not what he used to be, but dude, he's still a hoss.
Yeah.
He's 42 years old. He's awesome. He's in good shape. He's not hurt.
No.
He's dude.
He's probably still, what, a top 20?
Yes.
25 player in the league?
What's he averaging?
Oh, I'll look it up.
I don't know his stats,
he had a really nice playoff run. I mean, he's averaging 26 and 7.
Dude, he's 42 and he's averaging 26 and 7?
No, 20 points, 6 rebounds,
20.
7 assists.
Oh, 20. Okay, I see.
So
20
26 and 7.
Still.
It's
at that
incredible.
age, it's unbelievable.
Yes.
So why on earth would he stop?
Well,
especially when he's got the all-time points lead. He's going to try to pile on that.
Well, I think the idea is, and this is kind of Barkley's point, even if he comes back to LA, they're not winning the title, right? So if it's not winning titles now, at some point you're worth $1 billion, so it can't be about the money anymore, right? You've put your record is not going to be broken. The idea coming out of high school, the idea that you would have to come into the league at 18 years old and stack for the next 23, 24 years, especially the way people play games now, you may have to stack points for 25 years to ever catch it. He has put himself so far ahead of everyone else. So it's not about records. You're not winning another title. Most people, well, not most, but a good percentage of people already consider you the GOAT. The only way that you're going to change anyone's mind is by winning another title. That's not going to happen in LA. So at 41, 42 years old, can you go find some place to play that you actually have a chance to win a title? Which is why I don't think he's coming back to LA, because at some point, other than just making sure your kid's on the team, which the moment you leave, they're going to cut him, I don't know what else he's playing for. At some point, you would think other interests about being an owner. Remember, we talked about being an owner, whether it's in the NFL, spending some time with your wife. Not doing this for 40, at 45 years old.
All of that is way too logical. You're talking about LeBron James. You're talking about a huge ego. There is no world where he is not the center of the universe. And if they're going to pay him, I don't care if you're a billionaire. If they're going to pay you $40 to $50 million a year to do what you love, and you're still doing it at that high level, why would you retire? He is not going to retire. He seems to me like Joe Flacco. Remember Joe Flacco said, "Hey, as long as they're willing to pay me, I'm going to life's short. Like this is."
Phillip Rivers came back this year.
Great. Yeah, dude. LeBron is going nowhere, and he is way too. The interesting thing that you threw in there is, I think he's way too egotistical to take a back seat. So I'm with you that he's probably not in LA. But if he goes somewhere else, will he take a back seat? He's a tricky fit because he's old, but he's good, but he also wants to be the center of attention. He's not like going to be a 2 or a 3 guy on a team.
He took a back seat to Luka, though.
Yeah,
I mean that was
kind of, but it's still his team.
I think he has to. Well, that's true, and so he goes somewhere else, and
does he? How do you do that? Does he go to Miami with Giannis? And maybe
if the only thing I can see LeBron doing, and maybe you're right, maybe he just goes back to LA and he doesn't care.
No, I don't think he will.
And they're a 3 seed and whatever. Yeah,
I don't know that the Lakers want him back.
That's kind of my thing. I think they're just ready to move on from him and free up the money because they're not going to win. At some point, every team has to look at it and be like, can he be a final piece to win a title? If not, move on. And same thing with LeBron. So, the idea, if he's willing to take less. And the ultimate kind of finale, if he wanted to really end the argument, he would take a veterans minimum or the mid-level exception. He would go to New York, Madison Square Garden, and he would go win a title with the Knicks. And if he did that, because he's got 5, right? So this would be 6. He would be with Jordan. He would have 6. I think he's already the only place to win it, 3 different. So this would be 4 titles in 4 different locations. To win one in New York, to bring it back to Madison Square Garden, and walk away with that might be the greatest culmination of a career of all time. And New York is good, and that's a place where they don't need him to be Superman. But he'll be 42 next year. At 42, could you take a Knicks team that's already kind of blitzing through the East and add LeBron in during the season, be like, hey, man, just give me 22 minutes a night, and come playoff time, I'm going to need 4 or 5 of these where I need you to be old LeBron and go get me a bucket or play defense on something. That's the one that I can see would be reasonable, that he just goes and tries to have one last great moment in the sun in New York City.
I just think it's tricky with him because everything you say, again, it's far too reasonable. I think that's really tricky.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not giving him enough credit, and he would do that and say, oh, yeah, your team, I'll just come in and do what needs to be done to help you. That's not really how he operates.
It's not how a lot of basketball players operate in general. Like when I was with the Blazers, that's what my boss told me. He said the hardest thing to judge is how a guy reacts to a role change.
Yeah.
Because these guys have all played one way their whole life and made
That was
millions.
right. Yep.
And so for LeBron, he's the ultimate. Like he's the best of the best. But
in his mind, he is not a final piece.
The-
He is the piece.
But to both you guys' point, to Suke's point, LeBron is still good enough to contribute to a championship team. But to your point, Rob, the fit is so hard because he's not a great defender. Like he's a negative defender at this point, and he's not good enough to carry a team through 2 or 3 playoff series.
No. So you're right. So this is what I'm
So
saying.
it's
This
a
is
really
why he's
small
tricky.
fit for
why
him to
he's
find
tricky
the right team.
is that he thinks he's A, he's really B, but he's not going to think like a B.
Like he's closer to C than he is A.
Yes, but he thinks he's A.
Right.
So how do you fit that into something that's already built to be a winner? Like maybe Cleveland? Is this the third stint in Cleveland? Does that make sense?
And that's why Suke's point of New York makes a lot of sense because Brunson's the guy, but we saw LeBron take somewhat of a backseat to Luka.
Yeah.
You would think maybe
Boy.
a slight
gotta
backstep to Jalen Brunson, but I don't know. It's hard to say that for sure he would do that.
And I stand corrected. LeBron, I thought he won 3. I thought he won 3 in Miami, but he's got 4. So 2 in Miami, 1 in Cleveland, 1 in LA. So this would be 5.
I hate to say this, but I think we're about to embark on the LeBron wrecking team chemistry tour, where he's going to go around for a couple years, and he's going to try to latch on, and he's going to be LeBron, and it's not going to work because we think it should, just because we think it should, because he's wired to be King Alpha, and I think we're going to see a couple of these. I hate to say
it's
it.
happened in the past. When he left Cleveland, they got terrible.
That's more
The
likely
Heat,
than
they were horrible. So
than not.
Well, whatever he does, he's earned the right to do it, and Jordan will always be my guy. But anyone that says that he's at that point, even though I'm a steadfast Michael guy, when someone tells me that LeBron's the best player of all time, I don't argue.
No.
I'm like, that's fine. It's a fair argument. I mean, like I totally get it. I don't think it's generational, but he's earned that right. He can do whatever the hell he wants to do. I will not. If he wants to go wreck a team, be my guest. If you want to go somewhere and just and be worthless somewhere, like whatever you want to do, you have to, at this age with what he's done, you have earned the right to go out on your shield however you want to go out, and I'm not going to be critical.
I'll also give him this. Before this playoff run, I wasn't sure LeBron could really help out a good team. After this run against the Rockets and the Thunder, the way he played in the playoffs,
He was awesome.
He was awesome. Like
Every team could use that.
I flipped my mind and I thought he can help teams now. Where before these 6 or 7 games, whatever it was, or 10 games, I didn't think he was.
Dude, the guy's awesome.
Yes.
He was awesome.
He might play till he's 60.
He had no help with the Lakers, and he was keeping them in games.
Yes,
Like, I could not believe it.
He got them through the Rocket series, and he kept them competitive in games, even though they didn't win one. He was the Lakers' best player against the defending
He was getting
champs.
double teamed every time.
There is someone who believes that he has already stacked 4 different Hall of Fame careers.
Yeah, it's a good argument.
We will get to that next in Multnomah Mac. There is your Frank Gay. Right there, Frank Gay. NBA News. On the fan. right, now to Multnomah Mac, where we'll continue with LeBron. I'll tell you about the person who's making the argument that LeBron has already stacked 4 different Hall of Fame careers. But real quick, Stevie Brackets there has been telling you about the death of the Gonzaga kid.
Brandon Clark.
Brandon Clark died. Did you see who else died in basketball?
Just happened, yeah. Just announced.
No, I mean, I saw Clark. Clark wasn't that long ago. I saw that maybe 2-3 hours ago.
Yeah, so no, they just posted a headline that Jason Collins died.
Oh, really?
Remember the guy?
Yeah, he was the first openly
gay player in the NBA.
No, I don't think he played. I think he was out of the league, but was still around the league. I don't think we've ever had an openly gay player on a team.
No, but if you listen to Richard Jefferson, it was pretty well known that he was gay.
Okay.
Like in the locker rooms and stuff.
I thought he did play for the Nets.
I
think he did.
I don't think he was out.
I don't think he ever played a game when he was out.
Are you sure?
I'm fairly positive.
I'm with Sue. I don't think that he ever played.
Because I remember him penning a letter coming out, and kind of, if I'm not mistaken, I remember him saying in there that he'd wish he'd done it sooner when he was still in the locker room. It could have made a difference. I think it was kind of one of those things.
No, it says Jason Collins played in the NBA after coming out as gay. He announced he was gay in a 2013 Sports Illustrated cover story, subsequently signed with the Nets in February 2014, becoming the first openly gay athlete to play in any of the 4 major North American pro sports leagues.
Okay, then I stand corrected.
Yeah, he played with Garnett and those guys.
Huh. So what did he? So it sounds like Clark overdosed. Sounds like that was an accidental overdose.
Jason Collins had brain cancer.
Oh crap!
Yeah.
Glioblastoma.
Yeah.
So was that a known thing that he was fighting?
Yeah,
Stage 4. Yeah.
They said he went to Singapore for an experimental. Is that right? Experimental.
Yeah, experimental.
Experimental.
Yeah.
It's like Newers.
Yeah.
We're making up words today.
That's what we do.
For a treatment, it didn't work. Or maybe it did. I don't know. But the cancer came back recently, and he died. So he was only 47.
Yikes.
So pretty wild.
That is young. That's younger than both of us.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Kiddie.
Yeah.
Brain cancer.
That stinks. Well,
anyway.
on both accounts, right? Like,
well, yeah.
I mean, brain cancer, and then it sounds like it was not like when I first heard the Brandon Clark thing, your first thing is like maybe suicide. But it sounds like this was more of an accidental overdose.
So LeBron, okay, so here's the graphic of, saw this today. I thought, is this true?
Yeah, that he has 4 separate Hall of Fame careers. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's been in LA for what, 8 years?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he was in Cleveland the first time for 7, Miami for 4, Cleveland the second time for 4, and Lakers for 8.
Yeah.
So this says, based on James' production in the 4 separate stints, he would likely make the Hall of Fame using the merits in each stint alone.
I'm not certain you're making the Hall of Fame in 4 years, even if you win 2 titles, but...
Well, right. Well, but let's look at Cleveland's 4 years. He won 1 there.
Yeah.
The second time,
Yeah.
So this says, according to Basketball Reference's Hall of Fame probability calculator. So LeBron's career, Cleveland, 7 seasons, 6 All-Stars, no titles, 126 top 10 leaderboard points.
Sure.
Peak win share of 20, Hall of Fame probability, 99.3%.
Yeah.
Just in the 7 seasons in Cleveland.
Okay.
Then he goes to Miami, 4 seasons, 4 All-Stars, 2 titles, 57 top 10 leaderboard points, peak win share 19, Hall of Fame probability 95.6%. Cleveland the second time, 4 seasons, 4 All-Stars, 1 title, 54 top 10 leaderboard points, and 14 peak win shares. Hall of Fame probability 50.5%.
What are these leaderboard points?
I think that means they do it by point system, things that qualify you for the Hall of Fame.
Like first team
Right.
All-NBA, All-Star,
so
Defensive Player of the Year.
It's their
whatever.
inside algorithm type
Sure.
of thing. And then the Lakers, 8 seasons, 8 All-Stars, 1 title, 22 top 10 leaderboard points, 10 peak win shares, Hall of Fame probability 86.5%.
Yeah. I don't buy if you took Joe Schmo without the LeBron name and he played for 4 years, I don't buy that. I don't think he's certainly not in the Hall of Fame. Now, I get the argument. And because it's LeBron, sure. But any player, if they only played 4 years in Cleveland, 4 years in Miami, and you were all NBA and you won a title, that'd be like if Bill Walton never played again after his time in Portland. Would Bill Walton have been a Hall of Fame player? I mean, I think that's kind of the closest you can come to it. Because Bill, how many years was Bill here in Portland?
3.
It wasn't long.
3, 4, I don't know.
Yeah, it was not long that Bill was here. And Bill in that time won an MVP, won a title, and he made the Hall of
He
Fame.
had 4 seasons here.
So 4 seasons. Well, then
So I'm looking.
MVP once. He finished second in MVP voting the year before.
yeah. And that's what I wonder. If he had never played again after that year in Portland, and he doesn't.
I mean, it's a pretty good comp, what you're saying.
Yes.
4 years, MVP, and a title.
And according to my math here on the internet, 7 guys are in the Pro Basketball Hall of Fame that played 4 years or less.
And who are those guys? Do you know?
Mel Daniels, Louis Dampier, Maurice Stokes, Buddy Jeanette, Dino Raja, Drazen Petrovic, Al
Ooh,
Servey.
Drazen.
well,
boy.
and that's because he died.
Right. And it's the Pro Basketball Hall of Fame, not
and
the
it's
NBA
because
Hall
of
of
some
Fame.
of the international stuff too. Yeah, I don't know. That's
Like
an
you
interesting.
get to big time names. Sabonis, Arvidas, 7 years.
Yeah.
George Mikan, 7 years. Yao Ming, 8 years. David Thompson, 8 years. So like you really have to put up insane numbers if you're going to get into the Pro Basketball Hall of Fame in 4 years.
And look, Walton was never the same, but Walton was the 6th man of the year. He won another title in Boston. Yeah, I don't know. That would have been interesting. Miami certainly because I'm sure he was all NBA 4 times in Miami and won 2 titles. That one you're getting in. I don't know about the Cleveland one.
The first 7 years?
No, the second.
Yeah, the second
The second
one.
Cleveland
That's
stand.
the one.
That's the
because
one.
it said Hall of Fame probability 50%.
Yeah.
But he won the title there.
Yeah.
And the Lakers, he won the title, but it was the stupid
That one
COVID.
drives me crazy. And again, I'm not the biggest LeBron guy in the world, but who is the on the Vampire show, the Nick whatever his name is? I saw that clip going around, and they were debating whether or not LeBron's term in LA has been a success. And you're like, 8 years, 7 playoff appearances, 2 conference finals, and an NBA championship, and we're debating whether or not that's been a successful run. Like,
Well, nobody said it wasn't successful.
Well,
I think,
no, that's.
I think people are crapping on the title in the bubble.
Okay, it's in the record books. It doesn't say NBA champion. Yes. Is there a big gold ring on his finger? Yeah. The guy's a 4-time NBA champion. Like, you won it.
Yeah, of course. I just think there's some people that
Well, some people are stupid.
that don't
Then
give that as much credit.
Then we do count short seasons, right? Lockout seasons. Like, everyone had to play.
Didn't Alex Caruso just say when he won with Oklahoma City, he was like,
Something like that,
I
yeah.
found they have a real one.
Yeah. Okay, Alex. The idea.
Well, I think he was making the joke.
Yeah,
that-
you're still an idiotic moron. Is the thing. Everyone had to play under the same conditions, right? Everyone had to play the same schedule. Everyone had to play in the bubble, and that old man was the best, and they won a
Wasn't there a
title.
guy that
There
won
are, there are stats that say that was the purest form of basketball ever because there was no fans around to distract
Yes.
you. There was no distractions but basketball
point.
at all times.
But wasn't there a guy who left the bubble to go to a strip club?
Yeah, Lou
Yeah,
Williams.
Lou
So not
Williams.
everybody played under the same rules.
That's true. He was fueled by lemon pepper. Remember, it wasn't the strip club that he wasn't going there for the up tops.
Right.
He went there for the wings. I
All
didn't
right.
go to Acropolis.
Oh wait,
For the for the jigglies. No. I went for the steak bites.
Right.
2 other quick facts
Obviously.
about last night. LeBron is now 0 for 11 in game-tying go-ahead field goals in closeout, elimination, or NBA Finals games.
Bum.
That's
Loser.
0 for 11
He's a total loser.
in the last 24 seconds. Kind of interesting. Doesn't stick to him. That was
You can't win this
that
way.
stuck to or was it Kobe? Who was it that could never hit the big one? And I think it was Kobe for a while, wasn't it?
It might have been.
It was Kobe and LeBron.
We
for a
always
while.
talked about
Yeah.
that.
Kobe is the exact opposite in that for all of the unnecessary teardown that we give LeBron, which is ridiculous, we uplift Kobe for unknown reasons. Like, Kobe Bryant was not the clutch player that people think he was.
Right.
On
I think
those-
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the first 3 titles. Now, granted, he hit obviously some big shots, but Shaq was by far the driving force on those 3 teams. Kobe was never the finals MVP in those 3 runs. And then obviously they came back and won the 2 titles, but the last time they won one, he was absolute ass in a lot of those games.
Cheeks.
He was cheeks, including Game 7 where they beat Boston. Kobe had one of the worst games of his career. No one liked him. Phil Jackson hated him. He was an absolute cancer. He never had a teammate that liked him. The dude was he was the definition of a selfish, just awful teammate, potential rapist, whatever you believe the accusations against him. Like, he wasn't a good guy in any shape or form. And then at the end, I don't know, he had that obsessive nature, and so somehow he did that PR campaign after the Colorado stuff and the final, like the 2 years there in LA, where he became kind of this darling, and people prop him up. I mean, Kobe was a great player. Don't get me wrong, but dude, Kobe can't sniff some of the Michael and LeBrons of the world, and I even say the Kareems and the Wilts and the Magics. Like that's my thing. For the unnecessary teardown we do to LeBron, we do the exact opposite. We unnecessarily uplift Kobe Bryant.
In 2011, ESPN Analysis said that in his first 15 seasons, he made 36 of 115 shots in the final 24 seconds of close games. Yeah. That's 31.3%, which is actually low, but also really good when you look at it compared to other players.
Yeah, because those last shots are tough.
They're very hard, yes. The other thing, too, is with Kobe, I think that when guys let their guard down and become a little nicer later in their careers, because they know they're coming to an end, they're starting to see their legacy.
Sure.
That can win a lot of people over. But Derek Jeter did that.
Yeah. But it's also easy.
Kobe did it.
It's also easy to let your guard down a little bit when you're the worst person in the NBA.
Well, yeah, but people buy it.
And you dial it back just a little bit, and then all of a sudden,
people love it. People just, especially in the media, they just want to be. They just want you to be nice to them. Yeah. And when Kobe started being nice to everybody, and kind of aw shucks. You remember that whole he had a run in Portland where he would come here and people would cheer him. Yeah. They hated Kobe. Yeah. But towards the end, it was like, man, it was fun to hate you, man. It was great. Thanks a lot. It's really strange.
The girl dad thing helped too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just became a little bit more human towards the end. And by the way, they also said $90 to get into the Lakers game last night. Mm-hmm. One of the cheapest Lakers games of the season.
Yeah, you knew.
And it was, I know, but it was still a great.
Yeah, and
they said it was a great atmosphere and it was an excellent game.
And you would think maybe that's the last time you'll see LeBron play. That's shocking that it was that low.
Right.
Yeah.
The college football points gobbler is next.
From the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Grizzlies forward Brandon Clark passed away today at the age of 29. No cause of death has been officially announced, but according to TMZ, his death is being investigated as a possible overdose as drug paraphernalia was found by his body. More death in the NBA, unfortunately. 13-year NBA veteran Jason Collins, he has passed away at the age of 47 after he battled with stage 4 glioblastoma. Spurs vs. Timberwolves tonight, Game 5, 2-2 in that series. Dylan Harper, De'Aaron Fox both questionable for tonight's game. Spurs 9.5-point favorites in that one. Missouri running back Ahmad Hardy, he has been released from the hospital after being shot in the upper leg early Sunday morning. Hardy is headed back to Missouri to rehab with the hopes of playing this season. College Game Day, they have announced their first 2 spots of the season. Week 1, they'll be in Baton Rouge for Clemson, taking on LSU. That'll be Lane Kiffin's debut. Then Week 2, they'll be in Austin for Ohio State and Texas. And then tonight, the Fire take on Liberty from the Motor Center, 7 o'clock tip. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Shut up.
All right, now to the Point Scholar, our daily college football segment. Running a little behind.
Nah.
Maybe. Love this song, though.
It's a great tune.
Old Brandy.
Brandy. Very golfy song.
This is a golfy song?
Yeah, it's because it's like yacht rock, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of vibey.
Sure, I can see that.
Sunny day.
Yeah. What's that guy thinking, though? You grab Brandy and,
What?
put a ring on that.
Hey, the sailors say Brandy's a fine girl.
So do you remember Tom Moore?
Tom Moore. That sounds familiar. Give me
If you asked him who
a...
George Pizzaro was, he'd have no clue who the hell he was.
Not George Pizzaro. And by the way, it's Pissarro. Tom Moore. Old Peyton Manning offensive coordinator
Okay.
with the Colts.
All right.
I have news on him.
I'm looking at him right now. Boy.
Yeah.
You want to talk about an old, salty son of a bitch. I'll give you some Tom. He just looks
He's an old footballman.
like an old football man. Yeah.
So
He was at Iowa for a while.
no.
No? I see him right here.
He has been hired at the age of 87 at Iowa
Oh, that's why this photo's up.
to be a consultant. At 87. Now, I want to point something out,
Okay.
if I may. This is Iowa being Iowa.
Sure.
This dude played quarterback at Iowa in the 1950s. Their offense hasn't evolved since the 1950s,
It's kind of
and
genius.
he's the guy they want as a consultant?
Well,
What are we doing?
look, I think this is a stroke of genius on the part of Ferentz. Because as I've stated many times, I want 87-year-olds in charge of every part of my life. I don't know. Maybe this is one of those where how much of this is ceremonial? How much of this is, I don't know, the guy's got an eye. I mean, obviously he's been around the game a long time. Can he sit in a meeting room when he's not falling asleep and offer you a little insight into something? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, or maybe it's just one of those you're bringing the guy home and he needs.
Maybe he needs money.
I don't think that's my point. Is maybe he needs something to do. So he called Ferentz and someone was like, just get Tom a Iowa sweater vest and let him sit in a meeting and he can
go ahead and climb out of my ass for a while.
Or maybe he's really sharp at 87. I doubt it, but maybe. And to be fair, Tom Moore, from the look of it, he's looked 87 for the last 25 years.
The Ole Miss thing's getting wild.
Oh, yeah. Shockingly enough, Lane Kiffin has started a brush fire here.
Can that guy do an interview without making headlines?
No.
Is it even in his DNA? Like, could he do it? If you said, Lane, you're going to sit down with a magazine for 3 hours.
Mind your P's and Q's.
I just need you to say nothing inflammatory. Is it possible?
Probably not.
3 hours? No chance.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing is, like, I'm sure he can fake it for a period of time, but eventually, what's the old saying? People will show you who they are. You just have to believe them. And Lane can probably snowball some people a little bit, but ultimately it's going to come out. And Lane is, he's a charismatic guy. He's egotistical. He doesn't care who he pisses off. He's a less successful Steve Spurrier. And that's just who he is and will continue to be so.
So from the Vanity Fair article, and we talked about this the other day, but he said, hey, so he was talking about coaching at Ole Miss. Yeah. And he was talking about the reasons he left for LSU, and he said they all told me you're going to regret this if you don't take the shot and you don't go to LSU.
Yeah,
it's the best job in America with the best resources to win. It's obviously been done here before by a number of people. So he went on to say when he was coaching there, Kiffin says top recruits would tell him, "Hey, coach, we really like you, but my grandparents aren't letting me move to Oxford, Mississippi. That doesn't come up when you say Baton Rouge, Louisiana," he said. Parents were sitting here this weekend saying the campus's diversity feels so great. It feels like there's no segregation. And we want that for our kid because that's the real world.
The idea that somehow Louisiana is the bastion of multiculturalism and doesn't have racism. Jeez.
But today he had to issue an apology because this has now pissed off everyone in Oxford.
Oh.
And he said, and even he can't issue an apology without making headlines because he said, look, there are some things that I'm saying that are factual. They're not shots. So he's saying, look, it's not a shot. Just own it. Which, in the South, he's probably right.
Sure.
He said, I really apologize if anybody at Ole Miss or in Mississippi was offended by that. He told this to On3, explaining that he was referring to a narrative that we battled from when trying to recruit out-of-state players. See, and then he goes on, he says,
it's not a lie if you believe it.
Well, again, I point out, look, I'm not saying that it's not uncomfortable in Ole Miss with the whole, the rebels and the Dixie flag and all that. Totally get it.
And that's what he's talking about.
Sure.
He's like, that's a fact.
Yeah.
But he's not wrong.
No, he's not. But again, the idea that somehow LSU doesn't have Louisiana, the state of Louisiana, that doesn't have any of that. And again, as I pointed out yesterday, and I wish someone in these interviews would push back, because Alabama might have the most racist history in the entire country. They had to have the National Guard come in at gunpoint to force the school and the governor who was running for president to allow a black person into their university. I mean, my God, they about righted when their Hall of Fame coach decided that he was going to put a black player on the team. Let's not act like Alabama, who again is the greatest dynasty in college football, doesn't deal with this. And so the idea that you couldn't succeed at Ole Miss because of racist past, stop it. And if that was the case, you wouldn't have gone to LSU. You would have gone up north somewhere. I mean, like the definition of pot and kettle is Mississippi or Georgia or Alabama calling another state racist. I mean, that's absurd.
He says, in a 4-hour interview, I was asked a lot of questions on a lot of things, and Ole Miss has been wonderful to me and to my family. I was asked questions about the differences in recruiting, and I said a narrative that we battled there from some out-of-state black parents and grandparents was not wanting their kid to move to Mississippi. That's a narrative that coaches have been fighting forever. I was not calculated by bringing it up. So Kiffin kind of apologized,
I guess,
but not really. He's like sticking to his guns.
Well,
so
then Sark had to jump in.
Here comes Sark. For whatever reason, a Texas coach was on ESPN, and he said, bloop, bloop, bloop. He said, all you have to do, no, he was talking, sorry, he wasn't on ESPN. This was from USA Today.
Yeah.
He said, all you have to do is take basket weaving, and you can get an Ole Miss degree.
Yeah. He said that if you come to Texas, we immediately from Ole Miss, we don't give you 50% of your credits. Said you have to start back over basically at halfway to earn your degree at Texas. Oh my God. So now we've got Steve Sarkisian somehow claiming that at Texas, University of Texas, so just so I'm clear, from Sark and Lane Kiffin, racism doesn't exist at LSU. Although,
only at Ole Miss.
As someone correctly pointed out, they are the Tigers due to it was a Civil War volunteer regiment from the state of Louisiana. Would you care to guess which side they fought on? That's where LSU got its name from. But hey, no racism down in Louisiana. No, there's no racism at all. And Steve Sarkisian wants me to believe that Texas is basically the MIT of the South.
Yeah, pretty much.
You go
compared to Ole Miss.
You go to Texas, we require you to go. They're basically Stanford at this point.
So his quote was,
My God.
At Texas, we will only take 50% of a player's academic credit hours. You may be a semester from graduating, but you're going all the way back to 50% if you play here and want a degree. But at Ole Miss, they can take you. All you have to do is take basket weaving and you can get an Ole Miss degree.
Okay, then no one's getting a degree at Texas, Sark, because none of your players, just...
So is he... Now, what is this about?
I don't know. Maybe
is this a shot at Lane?
The only thing I can think of is that people are pissed that Ole Miss was successful and LSU and Texas weren't, and so now we're trying to crap on Ole Miss. Don't get me wrong. No one goes to school at Ole Miss and they're racist in Oxford. No one goes to school in Texas and they're racist in Texas, and no one goes to school in Louisiana and they're racist in Louisiana. This is all the Spider-Man meme.
They're all high and mighty.
Yes. But just the idea that Steve Sarkisian cares about academics, oh my God. Please stop. Please. I know for a fact that no one down there goes to school and no one cares. You want to come here. So an elite player comes to Texas and they're like, nope, sorry, not smart enough to play here. Sorry. You got to go back to the start. Okay, Sark.
So the AD at Ole Miss, Keith Carter, said, kind of amazing how uncomfortable our success is making some people.
There you go.
Hashtag
and that's
Rebel Nation.
And that's kind of my point is Ole Miss has had a better run here. And so, someone's getting all pissy about it.
Maybe Lane Kiffin is just saying the kind of racism that they have in Louisiana won't hinder his recruiting the way it did.
It's a good kind of racism.
It's a different kind
It's racism, but it's over there.
It's different. Yeah, it's
And yeah, someone asking if Louisiana got the Supreme Court to get rid of the majority black voting district. Yes, and they are currently canceling votes and redrawing district maps. But hey, no racism in LSU. When you go down to Baton Rouge in Louisiana, it's all
no
love.
Segregation.
No segregation.
What a weird 4 days with these two.
Yeah.
And Ole Miss. It kind of makes me want to root for Ole Miss in a way.
It does.
It's like,
yeah.
Why are we piling on Ole Miss? What did they ever do? Everybody knows where they are in the pecking order.
They did the exact same thing that LSU and Texas both did. They just don't like it because Ole Miss is now doing it. Same reason people get pissy about Vanderbilt. People get pissy about Indiana. They don't like. Well, Oregon had this for a long time too. People don't like when you don't stay in your lane you start creeping up.
Where are the shots at Indiana? Like, who is taking shots at Indiana?
Oh, people. Well, now
they're rich.
Now they're rich and they won a national title. But
they only won because they paid everybody.
Yeah, all of last year, people were taking shots in Indiana.
Also, weaving a basket seems hard. Like, if you can do that, I'd say you're pretty smart.
Underwater basket weaving.
Right. I mean, you deserve a degree.
Not easy.
I just know
tougher than my degree.
When I played with Chris Sims, who was now the son of Phil Sims. He's not now. He was the son of Phil Sims. Still is. Just became. Chris Sims was a good dude. I liked Chris, and because he was my, like, we did the scout team stuff. Chris was the quarterback. I was the scout team center. I need to see Dong. What does that have to do with anything?
Chris Sims. Oh, you liked him.
I did like Chris Sims.
You needed to see it.
Chris used to tell me the best stories about Texas. It was amazing, the stories that he would tell. Because he played with like Roy Williams and these guys, and one of the best ones was he was getting into it with Roy Williams. Roy Williams was calling him like rich boy because everyone, he's spoiled because of his dad.
Eater.
Yeah. And Chris Sims was like, dude, F you. He goes, you had a nicer apartment, a nicer car, and I was rich. He goes, what sort of program are you on, Roy? Like, none of that. The idea that Texas is anything other than an absolute filthy football factory.
Shut up.
And has been forever. And yet Steve Sarkisian and his pilled out nature at UW and USC is now taking moral shots at Ole Miss.
Shut up.
Jeez.
Hey, will you shut up?
Okay, Steve.
That was kind of a low blow.
No, it wasn't.
Going after his pill problem.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Steve liked undergrads at UW and he liked pills at USC, but somehow he's taken the moral high ground at Texas. Get out of here.
He's grown. He's grown as a man.
Has he?
Hey, maybe Lane is just saying that LSU is adorably racist.
Ah, yes.
Right?
That's true. My mom is adorably racist.
Maybe that's what he said.
I actually never thought of that. Yeah, it's a good point.
You know.
Someone said racism is green around the other side. Exactly. It's,
Right.
Jump over here.
I would say this though. I bet if we went and jumped the different states in the South,
Yeah.
you would notice a different. Like if you live in Alabama versus Louisiana versus,
Yeah.
I mean, they're all different. To us, they're all the same because
Yeah.
they kind of are.
Yeah, it just kind of
But-
blends in.
If you live down there, you would probably notice a difference.
Yeah. I haven't spent enough time. I mean, I've been to a lot of those places and played in different places, but I haven't spent enough time. But because I've spent a decent amount of time like in Arkansas, down in Georgia, I've played in Mississippi. I've spent a
And
bunch
then
of
there's Florida.
Yeah.
It's a whole other animal.
I lived in Florida. And you know what? Florida's a lot like California. Florida's like 4 different states.
There's just a lot of people.
There's a lot of people, and
So
it's really different because Southern Florida, I don't know of a bigger gap. Like if you go down into Southern Florida, like down into like Miami-Dade County, and then up to like the panhandle of Florida, like you get into that, there's not to have a state where you have that kind of demographic difference. Those are 2 separate planets. I mean, it's a weird place down there in
kind of
in
like
Florida.
L.A. and like way out in Moreno Valley. And
Yes.
all
Well,
that.
Oregon has some of this, right? Like
that.
we get Portland, right? But if you go 2 hours outside of the city, you're gonna find a different Oregon.
Yahoo!
Yeah. Well, and I tell you, of all the places I've been, I don't know if there's a bigger Yahoo than Northern Florida, although it's more of a toothless, it's not so much a Yahoo, is it
Right.
more of a methy, toothless, Uncle
what I'm
Stabby,
saying.
touchy sort of vibe.
This is what I'm saying. I think there's a different archetype of that guy
America, woo!
in each of the southern states.
Yeah.
And there's a different archetype of that guy. Like I come from Kansas. That guy's there, of course.
Yeah.
He's a little bit different than the guy you're talking about in Oregon.
Yeah.
But they're all there.
Yeah.
It's all the same.
Yeah.
It's just where you grew up
Yeah.
determines what kind of white trash you are.
That's good.
Right?
Hey, but just remember, there's no racism.
All right, that's it. The Points Gobbler, college football. See, we did it. Told you.
We did. We
Every
gobbled.
day.
We gobbled.
College football at 4 o'clock. All right, in the news is next. We have a new poll on what Portlanders think is Portland's biggest problem. Next.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Grizzlies forward Brandon Clark passed away today at the age of 29. No official cause of death has been announced, but the death is being investigated as a possible overdose as drug paraphernalia was found near his body. More sad NBA death news. 13-year NBA veteran Jason Collins, he has passed away today at the age of 47 after a battle with stage 4 glioblastoma. Spurs Timberwolves tonight, Game 5, series tied at 2. Spurs right now a 9.5-point favorite. Dylan Harper, De'Aaron Fox, both questionable heading into tonight's game. Missouri running back Ahmad Hardy, he has been released from the hospital today after being shot in the upper leg on Sunday morning. Hardy's going to head back to Missouri to rehab, hoping to play for the Tigers this season. College Game Day announced their first 2 spots on the road trip. Week 1, they'll be in Baton Rouge for Clemson taking on LSU in Lane Kiffin's debut. Week 2, they'll be in Austin for Ohio State and Texas. Rory McIlroy pauses Tuesday afternoon practice today after just 3 holes because of discomfort from a blister on his right pinky toe. And the Fire, they take on the Liberty tonight from the Motor Center, 7 p.m. tip. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
All right, welcome back to our show. This is our show. We're the hosts.
It is.
Yeah.
Right here.
That being said, I'd like to announce I'm leaving.
But with that being said,
You're taking your talents to wherever.
The golf course.
Sure.
Which, not a lot of talent there.
You're wearing a beautiful game hat.
Yeah.
It's not a beautiful game.
It's
It's
a
a stupid game.
Gorgeous game.
It's so dumb.
I hate it.
So do I, and yet I'm kind of addicted to it.
It is May 12, 2026. It is time now for In the News. I'm your noted newsman.
Your Sabre's up 2-0, by the way.
Yeah, you knew they'd come out on fire tonight.
Oh, yeah. Big review, and they just called it good.
My Sabres can't be stopped. It's brought to you by the Advocates, injury attorneys at advocateslaw.com. Today, International Awareness Day.
Raising awareness one useless cause at a time. Congratulations.
I think this means more like personal awareness.
Oh. We're being aware about raising awareness as opposed to actually doing something to help.
Nothing bad can happen. It can only good happen.
It can only good happen. I love raising awareness for things. Hey, you want to raise money or, I don't know, try to get some policy change? Nah.
I just think
Raise
awareness is something people need more of. So today, find it, okay?
We're working on it.
Wyatt, you're really obnoxious.
It is also International Limerick Day.
Oh, good old.
When's the last time you wrote a limerick?
I've never written a limerick.
Never?
Never.
Not even in school when they taught you about limericks?
Oh, it's possible.
They probably made you write one.
I would think so, but I don't remember being 12.
Limerick is one of those assignments that you'd learn about it and you'd be like, oh, this is stupid.
Yeah, it's
and then they'd be like, okay, write one and then you can leave. And then you're just sitting there at your desk like, ah, God.
The only limerick that and this says something about me, I remember the dirty limericks.
No way.
You know, everyone remembers
You?
that once was a man from Nantucket, you know.
Well, go ahead and
Nah, we'll be all right.
let's hear it.
Nah, we're good.
I don't remember that one.
I think you do.
I don't. I want to hear it.
I think you do. Well, if
That
not,
being said.
you can look up what rhymes with Nantucket.
Oh, dear. Man in a bucket.
That's like the only limerick I remember is like that dirty limerick.
Well, tonight you should write a limerick.
Nah, I'm good. More of a haiku man.
600 registered voters in Multnomah, Clackamas, and Washington counties took part in a poll from April 23rd to April 30, commissioned by The Oregonian.
600 people?
600.
It really doesn't seem like a lot for a poll, but okay.
It was conducted by The Oregonian, Oregon Live, and by Portland-based DHM Research.
All right.
And among the questions was, what do you think is the most important problem facing the Portland metro area today?
I got a good idea what was number 1.
Well, I have a list here.
I got a good idea of what number 2 is.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Well, homeless will be 1 and drugs will be 2, or flip-flop. It'll be 1 and 2.
Drugs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7th.
Oh.
People
all right.
like drugs,
Who doesn't?
you know.
All right, homeless.
Number 1.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Crime, perhaps.
What's interesting is they do this twice a year, and the homelessness issue is down to 33%. Still number 1 on the list,
Okay.
but 33% say it's the biggest problem, whereas in March of 2025, it was 48%.
Well, I will say, as someone that roams our fair city quite a bit, and different parts of it, I'm everywhere.
Be careful, ladies.
I make my way around a bunch. By no means is this city perfect, but at the same time, it's a city of 2 million people. You're gonna get homeless. Like that's the reality of it. It is not anywhere near as bad as it used to be. We have made big strides. I even talked to a cop friend of mine who, he might not be the biggest pro how we do things in this city, and even he begrudgingly was like, yeah, it's getting better. There's still pockets that are rough, but if you go around downtown, especially downtown Portland, you do not see the tents all over the place in downtown. It's
Let's get the hell out of here.
We've gotten way better. So that doesn't surprise me that those numbers are going down.
Brief interlude here.
Yeah.
Since you brought that up. I just saw today the Rose City is better than ever, according to a luxury travel magazine. Condé Nast?
Sure.
Condé
Let's go with that.
I don't know.
Condensation?
No. I don't know. Condé Nast Traveler? Never heard of it. Luxury magazine. I'm not luxury, so therefore I don't know.
No.
Published a news story on the enduringly quirky Portland last week. Recognized the city for how much it has to offer, from cider bars to intimate concert venues. It reads, Portland, Oregon, which straddles the Willamette River with snow-capped Mount Hood standing guard, is one of the country's prettiest cities. It's long had a thriving alternative music scene, a freewheeling cycling culture, that's you, and iconic institutions like Powell's Books, the world's largest indie bookstore, a city of makers, from ceramists to coffee roasters and sake purveyors. It's also a dynamite place to shop, and with a breathtaking new timber-roofed airport terminal, a can-do first-term mayor, and an ever-exciting mix of places to eat and drink, the city is crushing it.
Yeah. I'm telling you, there's some restaurants opening up. You can go down over there in the entertainment district in Chinatown, and you'll get a little bit of that because they've got some of the shelters over there. But again, it's not rampant on the streets. We walked from Motor Center to our office, which is right through the heart of the city. We did that at about 11:15 at night. Did not come across anything that was... we did come across some gals that had a few too many pops, and we're kind of roaming around being all.
Since when is that bad?
Exactly. It's getting better. It is. So I would say that if homelessness there, to me, if you ask me what the biggest problem in our city is, it's either affordable housing or business. That it's just not a business friendly city. It'd be one of those to me.
Well, homelessness is still number 1
Yeah.
at 33%. Second on the list is poor leadership and government. That's 19%.
That's kind of an all-encompassing thing, right? Yeah, I mean, our city council is a joke.
Housing affordability is third.
There you go.
At 11%.
Yeah.
Taxes are tied at 11% for third.
Yeah.
And then you have cost of living, 9%. Safety and crime, 9%.
So no economic...
Well, economy is way down there at 4%.
Huh. Because that's what I hear consistently from people is we just suck the life out of this place when it comes to people wanting to do business here. That we don't do a good job. And I think if we did a better job and we actually were an attractive place for people to want to do business, I think it would solve a lot of those other problems that we're having.
One of the things that's amazing to me that does not get more votes, particularly on this poll, but you never really see it talked about as much as the other problems, is education and schools. Yeah. Like, if we want to solve all these problems, I mean, couldn't we start there? Then kids grow up and have brains, and then they can actually come through and help us.
That's one of those long-term
Yes.
Yeah, it's one of those
well,
long-term
yeah,
solutions.
it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Education.
Yeah, we don't.
It's way down there at 3%.
Because aren't we we spend, it's like
we're the worst.
We're like 48th for the
Yes.
amount of what we spend versus what we get. We do a piss poor job.
We're the worst.
Yeah. But talk to anyone that has tried to operate a business in the city, and they will tell you that it's like pulling teeth. Like, we are actively, as a city, telling people don't come do business here. In fact, that was the mayor not too long ago even said we have to change that. He was trying to.
We've always been that way.
We just
Very anti.
And we have to
It's anti-big business.
We have to get better. We have to get better at that. I understand that we want the lesbian bookstore that doubles as a cat shelter and then makes handmade cards, but we've
Sounds
got.
interesting.
I would think so.
Sign me up for that one.
But that doesn't move the economy. We have to do a better job of being an attractive place where big companies want to come here as opposed to moving away.
Just need another tax.
There you go.
That's all.
Hey, we can't get any business to come here. We'll just tax the people that are here. Didn't we have the bright idea to tax real estate that was unoccupied? That might be the dumbest thing I've heard from our city in years.
That was an idea. Yeah.
That was an idea.
I don't think
into it, bro.
I don't know that they've pushed that through, but
The city council got around and was like, hey, we can't get businesses or anyone to come fill our empty commercial buildings. I got an idea. Let's try to make the owners of the buildings who can't get anyone to come lease them, let's make them pay a fine for oh my God. You want to talk about being an unfriendly place to do business.
now we will tell you how No Toll Tina is faring with the people. We'll get to that coming up next here on The Fan.
fan.
Watchdogs over the metropolitan.
Megan Rapinoe.
All right, this is In the News, May 12, 2026. Hello. Your noted newsman here, news contributor Jason Skukanik over there. Hold on, I'm going to sneeze.
Wait till you have to pay the Portland sneeze tax. It's $11 right there.
Excuse me. But isn't it 8 if I say excuse me?
I think so. You have to throw it out. Well, you can't say God bless you. You have to.
No.
Can't have that.
Can you say bless you?
Might offend someone, man.
Yeah, I'm offended, dude.
Why is that offensive? To
I
say
don't want your
blessing?
blessing.
Yeah.
Why not?
Don't assume you're deity.
Why would you not want my blessing?
No.
You are not a religious man.
No.
Well,
Don't you dare bless me.
Your blessing means nothing.
No.
Gee. Thanks. Hurts my blessed feelings.
Bless you.
Thank you.
May God keep. What is it? May God keep and.
I don't know.
There's a keep. I don't know.
I don't know. You're asking
Why
the
you
wrong.
asking- yeah.
You're asking the wrong dudes over here.
Shouldn't you know that?
I tried. Is it sad that I'm the. Did you ever? Am I the most religious person in this room?
I went to church 0 times as a kid.
So basically, what you're saying is I have the moral high ground in this room.
Yes.
Ooh,
100%.
All right.
I wouldn't say that you do.
I think I do.
Nice try.
Self-proclaimed.
Yeah. Way to use that. Somehow you being...
One of us went to a religious institution.
One of us
Well, I
had a...
did. Concordia.
I have a minister for a father.
Concordia is a was a Lutheran school.
You do have a
come
minister
on.
as a father.
If I wanted to use that, I could.
So we're all fake religious?
I don't even use that.
Yeah, there's no limit to that. Well, I served a fake mission to Toronto.
Here now.
That happened. That's 2 years of my life that I didn't do. Look, if I get to the other side and that turns out to be true, I'm in a lot of trouble. I just, you know.
Somebody says when they hear a sneeze, they say, Baba Ganoush.
Baba Ganoush.
Yeah.
I always think of, was that Wedding Crashers?
Wedding Crashers, yeah.
When I hear
Baba
Baba Ganoush.
Ganoush.
Yeah. I've been doing a lot of the Ron Burgundy. Bing, bang, boom.
What was I saying?
I don't know. We were talking about what was concerning Portland, and then were you moving on to something else?
What was I?
I don't know.
Tina.
That was
You're
last.
talking to Tina, what her approval,
Oh, yeah.
approval rating is.
No, told Tina.
That's right.
And her ineffective haircut.
Why is it ineffective?
It's an ineffective haircut.
It got her elected. She's mayor.
Just the haircut did?
Or, I mean, governor. Yeah, I think the haircut got her elected. She is us. What?
It's got a real Megan Rapinoe feel to it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I just think
That's
it's
what it takes.
It's very silly that that's how people get elected because they're haircuts. And it's true because
Yeah.
you're probably right.
People get elected for stranger things
Yeah,
than that.
it's just, it's...
Did you see Spencer
all
Pratt
real
apparently
dumb.
is a real
Yeah.
candidate for LA mayor?
Yeah, apparently they like him.
Like he's actually trending in the right direction.
It's all so stupid.
Dude.
Yeah, Spencer Pratt. He was the guy on, what's that show called?
Laguna
Laguna Beach.
Hills
Laguna
or
Beach.
Laguna something.
Laguna Beach.
No.
Laguna Hills?
The OC?
I don't know.
No,
one of
not
those.
The OC.
He was with. I didn't.
Yeah,
He's
the Hills, and then it was Laguna Beach.
He might be the dumbest human being to ever win office. He can't win that, can he? Anyway, back to Tina's.
Yes, he can.
Yeah, I think
to answer your
he's-
Let's
question.
go back to
Most
Tina's
certainly can.
ineffective haircut.
And by the way, Spencer Pratt's real fat now.
Dude, that guy is.
Spencer Fat.
Whoa.
Hey. Let's get back to No Told Tina and her sensible scarf.
Suk draws the line at fat shaming Spencer Pratt.
Oh, sorry. Well, that's on me.
Well, there's so many other things you can hate him for.
That's true. A new poll indicates that a majority of voters in Oregon's most Democratic-friendly region are dissatisfied with Governor Tina Kotek.
What's she doing?
Well, just a third of Portland metro area respondents said they have a positive opinion of Kotek, while 59% said they have a negative impression of her, according to a recent survey commissioned by the Oregonian. This was the same poll I told you about last segment.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just a week before the May 19 primary election in which Kotek will not face a notable challenger.
No, so she'll breeze through and then.
Then it'll probably be Dudley.
Dudley, right?
Don't you think?
Yeah. seems to think he's got a lot
Drazen's over there
Yeah.
doing her thing.
Feels like Dudley's got some momentum, but I mean, it's tough to know. It's like I just see a lot of Dudley, and so therefore you're like, whoa, people must like him. Either that or he's got a bunch of money behind him.
Well, look, okay, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand that when you are constantly hitting us with taxes, and then we continue to read about budget shortfalls, somebody's got to go down for that. Okay? Okay, no toll, Tina. I get that you're not going to toll us.
Okay, babe.
But this ain't good enough.
Yeah.
Okay?
I could see that. Well, someone pointed out, too, on the...
I'd vote for Dudley.
Yeah, someone said I've primarily always voted Dem, but why not give the Republican a shot?
That's right.
At governor, what do we have to lose? The state, it's...
Exactly. What do we have to... That's the way I feel.
Yeah. He may win simply based on that.
Yeah.
People are...
That's right. He's got a real shot.
People are not happy with the way things are going.
Come on!
And they just feel like it's the status quo, and when that happens, you're willing to go the other way on it. That wouldn't shock me one bit if that guy wins.
And Jace, our final story tonight, before we really start sports and hard.
Sports.
A beloved Portland train ride is one step closer to a possible comeback.
Oh, yeah! Is the Christmas train coming back?
No, that never left. They still have the Christmas train.
Is that still happening?
The Portland area leaders took what advocates consider a huge step Tuesday toward bringing back a historic 30-minute train ride from the Oregon Zoo through Washington Park.
Oh.
Do you remember that? Did you ever go on that as a kid?
I do remember that. Yes. When did that thing end?
The Metro Council voted unanimously to keep working with the city of Portland on planning and funding for the potential return of the rail. They have set aside $50,000 to conduct a geotechnical assessment of the railroad loop. If other groups can raise an additional $200,000
I swear to God. So we've now taken $50,000 to figure out whether or not we can take the train back.
That's right.
And then we need to raise how much? 200?
Don't think that that's going to be all they need to figure it out.
Goes to the ways and means of a committee.
The Washington Park Loop ran from 1960 to 2013, and they shortened it because of the new elephant exhibit, and that killed it.
So now we need $50,000 to find out whether we can bring it back, and then another $200,000 for some other reason.
Like I said, I think it's just $50,000 for starters. But yes.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Well, we're bringing back the train.
Are we?
Yeah.
Or are we
Iconic.
Are we spending a bunch of money to talk about bringing back the train and then not bringing back the train? Don't worry, there'll be another tax to bring back. So after we're done with this, then we're going to figure out how to fund it. And my guess is we're going to need a train tax on top of the art tax.
And that's in the news, May 12, 2026. Brought to you by The Advocates, injury attorneys at advocateslaw.com. Headlines are next. What's up with Cal Raleigh?
He's not good.
He's terrible.
Yeah.
And we have a couple notable sports deaths we will discuss as well. Headlines when we return on The Fan.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Grizzlies forward Brandon Clark passed away today at the age of 29. No cause of death officially given, but his death is being investigated as a possible overdose as drug paraphernalia was found near the body. More death news, 13-year NBA veteran Jason Collins. He also passed away today at the age of 47. Some sad news there after a battle with stage 4 glioblastoma. Spurs Timberwolves tonight, game 5. Right now, Spurs 10.5-point favorites as the series is tied at 2. Dylan Harper and De'Aaron Fox were both questionable. They will both be active for tonight's game. Missouri running back Ahmad Hardy, he has been released from the hospital after being shot in the upper leg on Saturday. Hardy's going to head back to Missouri and rehab with hopes of playing this next year for the Tigers. College Game Day, they've announced their first 2 spots for the season. Week 1, they'll be in Baton Rouge for Clemson and LSU. That'll be Lane Kiffin's debut. And then Week 2, they'll be down in Austin for the Texas-Ohio State game. Portland Fire take on the Liberty tonight from the Moda Center right now. Liberty 11.5-point favorites on the road. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Welcome back. Hi. Hope you're having a nice little Tuesday.
Did you have any idea that the Spurs play at the Frost Bank Center?
No, I was just looking at that. I've never heard of Frostbank.
We could have been here for 9 years guessing who plays at the Frostbank Center. Quite frankly, it's made up.
Do you have money at Frostbank?
Like
It's not a great name for a bank.
Yeah,
Frosty money?
Yeah.
I want hot money.
Let's go.
Your money will freeze here. Won't move.
Sometimes on my little streaming box that I have, they won't run commercials. Like I'll be watching. I've been watching an NBA game, and instead of showing commercials, it just says programming will be back momentarily, and they show on the NBA. They show different. It's like they show the different arenas and like the cityscape, and it's kind of my fun little game of trying to figure out what's what. And obviously, some of them are quite easy, like the Chase Center, but that's one of those, like if the Frost Bank Center came up in the San Antonio skyline, no idea.
I would have said somewhere up north.
Yeah, Frost Bank.
Bank.
I thought it was they're playing Minnesota, and then I was like, wait, they're in San Antonio. The Frost Bank Center feels like more of a Timberwolf thing.
Yeah.
It's not frosty in San Antonio, is it?
No.
It's
far from it.
I wouldn't think. Like if you had the Frost Center in San Diego, it seems a little weird. It's like a Canada, Minnesota sort of thing.
We are your sportsmen. My name is Isaac. Hello. Big Six right over there.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Keeping you informed on banks and buildings.
We got Stevie Fire there. He was announcing to you, the public, during the Sports North there, that the line on the Fire Liberty game has come down.
Ooh.
Down to 11.5 from 13. Perhaps our little opening salvo in the Prattle has pissed off the Fire.
Moved the needle a little bit, did it?
Players only meeting. They're ready to roll tonight.
Except, isn't everyone on board with the fact that they want to lose?
I don't think the players are.
Nah, well, the players never want to lose, but I think the players know they're going to lose.
Nah.
They try.
Taking is always an interesting thing because, the people on the court don't want to lose, but obviously the organization is not trying to win. They traded for a pro shop gal for
What
God's
if they
sakes.
win it all?
I don't think that's
this year.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Why? What if they do?
That'll be a great run.
That would be a great run, but no, I don't think that's going to happen. Do we have any good players? I'm being dead serious. I don't know enough about the WNBA, so I'm turning to Stevie Fire. See,
they have two decent players on their team.
Who are their
little
best
point guard, Light, I believe it's Carla Light. She's pretty decent. She was on the Valkyries last year.
I like that the best you can come up with is
Carla, maybe.
We've got two decent players.
And then Bridget Carlton, who was the number 1 pick in the expansion draft, she was on a good team last year, but she was a bench player as well. Like they have two decent role players that would be on really good teams.
When you Google image Carla Light, actual lights show up. There's no basketball player.
Really? Oh,
well, I must have misspelled it, obviously, but.
Well, did you go Lite or did you go
Leite?
Oh, is it really?
Leite. Oh. Yeah, I wrote Carla, and Carla Light was popped up.
There she is. That's our best player. And then who else? What's her name?
Bridget Carlton.
Yeah.
She was the number 1 pick in the expansion draft.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Light's a young player, too.
So we're a team on the come up.
Sure. Sure.
They might pop, guys.
Well, again, that point spread's coming down, so.
Yeah.
Clearly our opening prattle did something.
Yeah, I think the Sharps are jumping in on
I see no other explanation besides our talk.
A 2-point swing? Come on.
So in headlines tonight, we've got Game 5, T-Wolves Spurs.
This has been a great series.
Well, yeah. By far the best series.
Yeah. Although, I haven't watched any Cleveland and Detroit because I refuse, but all of a sudden that's a series again.
Yeah, that one's about to get pretty good.
Home teams have won every game in that one.
Yeah. Detroit won the first 2, Cleveland won 2.
I just enjoyed so far because I refuse to watch it because I could care less, but I have seen some of the press conference highlights, and I love the fact that one, James Harden was not aware that there was a narrative out there that he sucked in the postseason, and 2, James Harden was wearing an Angels hat, and he has no idea anything about the Angels or that it was even an Angels hat. I think he just liked the fact that it had an A on it.
Yeah, after Game 3, they're like, "Yeah, James, what about all the talk that been struggling in the playoffs?" He goes, "What talk?
No idea.
What? Huh?" All right.
To be inside the mind of a player like James Harden must be a fascinating place.
But to your point, it is players are starting to get chippy, coaches are starting to complain, so it could get pretty.
Am I going to be forced to
pretty
watch
physical. If it gets to Game
some
7,
Cleveland, Detroit?
Game 7, yeah, watch that one. It'll be a physical game.
I think it's going 7.
I think so too. I think it's a home.
The
it's a home
team.
team's
Yeah,
win,
exactly. And then in Game 7, that's when James Harden will take a dump.
He'll score 6 points and 4 turnovers.
And then he will not be aware of the narrative that he sucks in big games. And look, I know everyone just keeps assuming that San Antonio is going to close this thing out, but
I don't know.
Just give Minnesota some credit. We keep forgetting they've been to the Western Conference Finals twice, and even with Wemby on the floor, dude, these are hard-fought games. These are the sort of series that young teams like San Antonio have to grind through, and sometimes it takes a little bit to kind of get over the hump. It would not shock me one bit if Minnesota finds a way to do this.
Game 5 winner wins the series 82% of the time.
So this is the pivotal,
very pivotal
Game
Must
5.
win?
The pivotal must-win-ish Game 5.
It's always one of those. It feels must-win for Minnesota. It doesn't feel that way for San Antonio, right? If San Antonio wins this, we're all going to assume fine, they close it out. If Minnesota wins, I still think there's the belief that San Antonio is just that much better that they can win 2 in a row, especially with Game 7 being back in San
And you
Antonio.
could argue they should have won Game 4 without Wemby,
Yes.
even on the road. So,
Yes.
Some late-breaking NBA news. The Sixers have parted ways with general manager Daryl Morey.
Yeah.
He's out.
He is one of the more complicated. You want to talk about a guy that's been there for a while that just has a complicated
Yeah, he's weird.
it's a complicated legacy.
I mean, he put together, it's Maxey, Embiid, and George. Which is pretty good.
Yeah.
But they only played like 40 games together.
That's one of those Bob Whitsitt.
And they owe him like $8 billion.
It's a Bob Whitsitt sort of thing that on paper, it just seems like that's a great team.
Well, I mean, his legacy would be so different had the Rockets not missed 27 straight threes.
Yes.
Against the Warriors in Game 7.
Yep.
In 2018, they missed 27 straight threes. They lost by single digits.
Who was that again? That was the
James
star of that team?
Harden.
James Harden. Weird.
James Harden.
Chris
That was
Paul,
yeah.
James
That was the year he won the MVP too.
But if they win that game, they win a championship because they're not going to lose. They were that good.
Yeah.
Like them and the Warriors were head and shoulders above everybody. Like, what are we talking about? Think of Daryl Morey or James Harden at that point.
Well, I've always kind of thought highly of Daryl Morey. It's like, this is my point about like when the Blazers need a GM, right? Well, they don't need a GM. They have Joe Cronin. But I just mean like guys like him, I feel like I would want Daryl Morey as my GM. And even if it didn't work out with Daryl Morey as my GM, I think that's a good hire. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like he put, okay, let's say the Blazers put Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, and Paul George together. You're your Blazer fans are doing cartwheels. Well, it didn't work out. Okay, and he's leaving. But does that mean that he did a bad job?
No.
He did what an NBA GM is supposed to do. It doesn't always work out. I just feel like swings like that, that guy has always pulled off big moves everywhere he has gone, and that's what I'm talking about with NBA GMs.
Yeah, after they lost the Warriors, they traded Paul. They got Russell Westbrook in there to try to fix it because it wasn't going to work with Paul. And now with Philadelphia, they had James Harden. They traded Harden away. He is going to be aggressive.
Yeah, but that's another one. Like that Houston team that they put together in 17-18, again, could have been a championship team. Probably should have been a championship team.
And where was he before Houston? Because he's put together, on paper, really excellent teams.
He was the senior VP for the Celtics.
Oh, he was in Boston.
But he wasn't a.
Wasn't there another run?
He was like an analytic guy. No, it doesn't look. It looks like the Rockets.
He was like one of the first guys that say we're going to shoot only layups and we're going to shoot only threes.
Yeah.
And he went out and got like Jeremy Lin because Jeremy Lin was really good in pick and rolls, and so Lin would get to the basket and he would shoot threes, and that's all he wanted to do.
Yeah, he was an advanced analytic scouting sort
like
of
before
guy.
everyone else was doing it.
Do you know anything about chess ratings?
I do not, but I know that Morey's he's a big time chess player.
Yeah, his rating is 1700 on chess.com.
I have no idea what that means.
I mean, seems good if they're reporting it.
Isn't it great though when you have an arbitrary number and you don't really know what it means?
Well, I think
but
that means.
But what if
good.
what if that's out of like 100,000? Then
he's probably still good. 1,700 out of 100,000. That's great.
That's pretty good, I would say. Yeah.
I think what you're asking is, what if it's out of 1,701?
Yes. I'm looking to see what elite is. Like what's like the Bobby Fischer or some Russian kid?
There are over 261 million total members on chess.com.
Okay.
And he's 1,700?
All right. If this gives you any,
Over 20 million active members.
Does that mean
according to
he's
them.
ranked 1,700? Or
Yes.
do you get a rating?
He's ranked 1,700.
Dude.
And there's typically over 200,000 players online at any given time. So I would say 1,700 is probably pretty good.
okay, so I've got tiers here. So if you are a beginner, you're less than 1,200.
Okay.
A club player, kind of intermediate, is 1,200 to 1,500.
Okay.
If you are considered an expert or advanced, this is the vast majority of serious tournament-going players. They fall into this bracket. It is 1,500 to 2,200.
Okay.
And then if you're 2,200 to 25, then you are a master. And then if you are a grandmaster professional, you're 2,500 and above.
All right.
And there may be one or two that that get the level of super grandmaster, which, by the way, feels very hooded, Ku Klux sort of.
Yeah.
That's
I watched a documentary about some chess guy that was supposedly cheating and beat one of the grandmasters.
I just like
So the number-
using a computer or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had
I don't. Would you want to be labeled like, hey, what's Rob about? Oh, he's a super grandmaster. I don't think you want, especially on this show. I don't want to be. You can't look like me and then go around being like, yeah, I'm a super grandmaster. That's not good.
Well, out of all three of us, Rob could pull it off the most.
Yeah, you and me, Stevie. We
cannot be super.
Now with your bald domes.
Big bald white guys can't be going around saying that we're a super grandmaster. I feel uncomfortable just being a grandmaster.
Super? Oh, man,
No,
get out.
that's right.
Get right out.
So anyway, he's not a professional. He's just he's a tournament.
So
player.
that's a rating,
Loser.
Yeah.
not a ranking.
That feels like being like maybe a 5 to a 10 handicap on the golf course.
Go back to what 1,500 through.
It says the vast majority of serious tournament-going players fall into this bracket. They possess deep knowledge and strong tactical abilities, but lack the consistency or endgame precision of the masters. I feel like that's like a 5. I feel like that's you.
I think better.
You think that's you?
Yeah,
You don't think that's you?
I think that's a little. The equivalent may be like a 2.
This says
or
a
better.
1,700 rating on chess.com represents roughly the top 1% of active users.
Oh, okay. Never mind. It's even better. It's plus handicaps.
Really?
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of really good golfers.
So, yeah, this says,
But
I asked AI to compare it to golf. They said a bogey golfer.
bogey?
That doesn't make
That
sense.
makes no sense.
You stupid AI.
Yeah, I mean, I can play bogey golf when I'm not being an idiot. That seems a little.
Yeah, no, that's not.
Yeah,
right.
I know. But then this AI says 1%, top 1% of active
So this
users.
says right here that less than 1% of golfers are scratch.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
So
So
we're
it's
somewhere
scratch.
between a scratch and a
1 or 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
A
right.
good player, plays in tournaments,
Yeah.
but can't beat the big boy. Yeah, I mean, you're not.
He's going out to Langdon and he's winning a tournament, but he's not taking on
But still,
he's not
that's,
making the U.S. Open.
with chess, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, chess is,
Smart.
yeah, it's like a smart people game and stuff.
Not golf, which is stupid.
It's a stupid game.
Well, that's like where the dumb people play checkers. Chess and checkers is like when the people that watch Wheel of Fortune versus the people that watch Jeopardy. There's a line of demarcation there. You ever play chess against someone that's really? If you ever want to feel like an absolute boob, play chess against like a 12-year-old that just is like in his local chess club, and he'll beat you like in 4 moves and then laugh at you.
I don't even know how to play chess. That's how dumb I am.
Yeah, you take the castle thingy and then you got a horsey. I know how it works.
The horsies?
Yeah. Take the horsey, 2 up, 1 over.
Sure.
Then that bitch queen starts moving around. I don't know. That's what happens.
All right. What's up with Cal Raleigh, guys?
He's not good. He should play for the.
He's gay.
I don't think he is. He should play for the Mets, though. Thanks.
If you have not seen, Cal Raleigh of the Mariners is 0 for his last 36.
Oh no. That's not good. He's hitting like what? He's hitting like 150?
He is hitting 157.
He's got 7 home runs.
157. By the way, do you remember Chris Davis
I do remember Chris Davis.
of the Baltimore Orioles? So he sucked
Yes.
after he was off the sauce.
Yeah.
And hung around too long because he was getting paid $1 billion.
For a while there, he was like the worst contract in Major League Baseball, but they had
Not
to play
even
him because
close.
he was making all that
He
dough.
was terrible,
Yeah.
a whiff machine. He has the record for the lowest batting average in Major League Baseball history, and it's 168.
D. Well,
So Cal Raleigh is hitting 157.
I'm fine.
Worse than Chris Davis. Worse.
By 11 points. Like, that's not even, I mean,
Dude.
it's quite a difference.
so
And by the way, Chris Davis also has the longest hitless streak in Major League Baseball history. He went 0 for 54.
yikes.
So Raleigh's got a little bit to catch up there.
So his 7 home runs would put him like, he's like 40. He's like tied for, like, he's tied with a bunch of other people for like 37th
In what?
home runs. So he's still got a little pop. I mean, he's got 7 home runs, but that's up there with like Corey Seager and Bogarts.
Dude,
Yeah, it's not.
dude,
He's in the midst of it right now.
bro.
It's early.
0 for 36.
Yeah. Well,
Is there any part of you that wants to see that keep going?
no, I feel terrible. Mariner fans have been through enough. Look at you. You're over there grinning.
Well, Stevie Fire was nodding.
I do, yeah, why not?
He wants to see Cal Raleigh go 0 for 90.
Well, I'll ask the
It's kind
question.
of funny.
If he ends the season, he's not going to hit 160. But if he ends this
He
season,
might hit 157.
Yeah, he might hit 150.
so he over his career, he's hit 180, 211, 230, 220, 247.
So you're telling me he already has a season where he hit 180?
Well, but that was his rookie year.
That doesn't count.
He didn't play that many. As a full-time hitter, 211, 230, 220, and then 247. If he hits 200 this year and he hits 28 homers, and he does that consistently, are we going to look at that season last year under some serious suspicion?
Oh, you're talking about roids?
Well, I mean, we don't talk about that anymore in baseball, right?
No.
It doesn't get talked about, but I can assure you that steroids didn't go away. So, like, it's so early, but because Cal has always hit for a decent pop, even when he hasn't hit for average. He's hit 27, 30, and 34, which are good numbers, but it's not 60, right? And so if this is the one outlier, they're in a different era. People would be getting the pitchforks out and lighting the torches, and they'd be pointing at him, Skinny Pudge style.
Yeah, I just don't think we care anymore. I think the bigger question is will he ever return to form?
Yeah.
That's what people are worried about.
It's not good right
They're like,
now.
here's some steroids. Put them in your butt. Let's go.
Well, and this is the thing about like the Mariners. And look, that division is no one's running away with that division. I think they're only 2 back of the
Dude,
Athletics.
the Mariners could be a good little bet right now. Like, what can you get the Mariners at to win the West?
I mean, they're only 2 back. I
That's
don't,
what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know. You have to look at that.
But they're under 500. They
Yeah.
can't hit.
No. It's just one of those that, like, you assumed that last year was the start of something, and baseball's weird like that. You think, and the NFL's the same way. You always think that there's going to be these big windows, but boy, they shrink real fast.
His advanced stats it is a little mind-boggling how bad he's been this year.
Yeah.
Like, he's never had like high contact rates, but it's way lower than it was even the year before last year, where he had a good year, not his MVP level season. Like, he's way below that, way below the swinging streak, his average exit velocity, his hard hit rate way down. Everything is just way down. The strikeouts way up. It does seem like it might just be a one-off, but also maybe he just kind of lost it after last year.
Mariners plus 120 to win the AL West.
Yeah, that's whatever.
So you have to bet $100 and you'd win 120.
Yeah.
That's not good enough.
So they're still the favorite. Rangers plus 215, A's plus 370, Astros plus 1,000,
Yeah, the division stinks.
and the Angels plus 5,000.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't think I'm going to bet on any of those.
is there another division that even sniffs how bad? I mean, the Central's kind of
Central
crappy.
sucks.
Yeah.
It's always sucks.
Indians, White Sox, and
Hello.
Guardians. Come on, man.
they stink. I did say the Guardians.
No, you didn't.
I didn't?
No.
No, you said Indians. You
Oh.
can't say that on the radio.
Bless
You
America.
son of a bitch.
I would have a lot less problem if they were something other than the stupid Guardians. Can we admit?
I like that you thought you said Indians 3 seconds after you said, or you thought you said
It's a
Guardians
Guardians.
3 seconds after you said Indians.
Can we talk about why it's a good thing that the Redskins and the Indians are gone? Can we not admit that those are the dumbest names, the Commanders and the Guardians? Like you had an easy layup to change it from something offensive to something cool that people could get behind, and these two jackwagons of a team went with Guardians and the freaking Commanders.
While I agree with you, the new names suck as well. I think everyone's going to be mad no matter what you choose, and it's actually hard to choose a team name nowadays.
Cleveland Spiders was right there. It was right there for you.
I think they just try to be too safe. I really feel like somebody just needs to grab the bull by the horns and say, "This
Spiders
is
are
it."
scary.
What's scary?
Spiders are scary.
Isn't that what you want for like your team?
No, I agree with you. I feel like people are going to be mad no matter what you do.
The Commanders. Commanders is worse than Guardians.
The football club was better than the football team was
100%.
better than the Commanders.
Freaking Commanders.
All right, we have a couple notable deaths we'll get to, and we have in-game referee interviews in one league. That's coming up on The Fan.
From the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Grizzlies forward Brandon Clark passed away today at the age of 29. No cause of death has been announced, but his death is being investigated as a possible overdose. Drug paraphernalia found around the body. More NBA death news, sadly. 13-year-old NBA veteran Jason Collins has also passed away today. He was 47 years old. He lost a battle with stage 4 glioblastoma. He was the first openly gay player in the NBA. Spurs Timberwolves Game 5 right now. Midway through the first quarter, Spurs out in front big time, up by 15 points already against Timberwolves 2-2 in that series. Missouri running back Ahmad Hardy, he has been released from the hospital after being shot in his upper leg on Sunday. Hardy is heading back to Missouri to rehab, hoping to get back for the Tigers this season on the field. College Game Day, they've announced where they'll be heading the first 2 weeks of the season. Week 1 is going to be in Baton Rouge for Clemson and LSU. That'll be Lane Kiffin's debut. And then week 2, they'll be down in Austin for Ohio State and Texas. Rory McIlroy, he paused his afternoon practice today after just 3 holes because he had some discomfort from a blister on his right pinky toe. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
All right, welcome to the malfunctioning epiglottis, where we will get momentarily to a couple of notable sports deaths. But first, Wemby, they just sat him down.
Yeah.
But in the first several minutes against the Timberwolves, he ain't having it.
No, he's on an FU tour
Yeah.
right now. Kick me out for this.
I want to say, I don't know, I couldn't quite tell because, we're working and hosting a show in here.
Yeah.
But it looked like he scored 9 in a row there.
And Rudy Gobert tried to take him out on a 3, went
Yeah.
underneath his foot, tried to roll his ankle.
Yeah, and he kind of did roll. Wemby was grabbing his ankle.
Yeah.
But he's fine, and now he's pissed. And
Yeah, he's
Spurs are up 12.
He's 6 of 8 from the field, 2 of 3 from behind the arc.
Yeah.
And he's got 16.
Yeah.
So
All right.
yeah, he's having one of those games. When he gets rolling, he really is something to watch.
Yeah, they started throwing a double at him there a second ago, and it's kind of stemmed the tide a little bit, and then they took him out.
I was watching this Sabres game.
What's up with my Sabres?
Yeah, they're down
losing again.
Down 2-1 to the Montreal Canadiens.
God.
So to Gobert, did it look like it was intentional, though, that he went underneath him?
No, I don't think so. I mean, he just kind of came through on the contestant shot. But he came underneath it. It was legitimate underneath his ankle, rolled it. So.
They're like buddy-buddy, though Gobert said that their friendship has been put on hold for the
Cal Raleigh, Randy Arozarena style.
Yeah. I never played against anyone that I was like super close with. I never had that.
Buddy stuff.
Never had any of that. But
That would be weird
Yeah.
if you were legitimately friends with somebody and have to go into competition like that.
Yeah.
High level.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Cal Raleigh versus Randy Arozarena.
He literally just said that.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I wasn't listening. I was looking for that drop.
Well, I think
I found it.
The Williams sisters.
Whoa.
The old Weenus sisters.
Breaking newers.
It's actually pretty neat.
We are breaking newers. Like the Williams sisters famously like refused to compete against each other.
Really?
Yeah. They wouldn't do it.
Weak.
They had no interest in
Hey,
competing.
Paige Becker said, I need my girlfriend on the team, so we got to draft her one.
Hey, we're not allowed to talk about that.
sorry.
Remember?
That's right.
The
Next question.
Futter and Beckers. We're like, nope, that's no countsies.
Like, that would be weird. You're dating someone on the other team or married on the other team.
And then you have to kick their ass.
Yeah.
Although that actually might be that'd be kind of cathartic, right? Go out there and dominate your significant other.
I think it's really sexy.
You go home and
Bitch froze me out last night. I'm going to drop 30 on her.
I think she's going to freeze you out even more. You play some like sexual side bets for what's happening? Hey, if you drop 25, you get to do something pretty cool. You're like, oh, all right.
Try it.
Did you see the Giants players? Baseball players, they are such a strange lot. Did you see them banging cups in a circle?
Yeah, what was that?
Well, they won the game.
They won the game. They beat the Dodgers, and it's their celebration.
Yeah, they were. And by the way, if you don't know what we're talking about, they didn't take like juice cups and bang them. No, they were bumping crotches,
Thrusting.
Yeah, in a circle.
Yes.
Like whole arms around each other.
Yeah.
Well, they've done
Amiga.
crazy things all season long, apparently.
Yeah.
I was watching some video that showed all their different celebrations.
Oh,
That
really?
was the most
I don't remember.
out there.
I don't remember who started the cup bump, but that was a thing a few years ago. But it was 1-on-1.
Well, that was
Kike Hernandez.
It was the Dodgers.
Was it the
guy.
Dodgers
Yeah,
that started?
Kike Hernandez has been doing that
Yeah.
for years.
So maybe they're making fun of the Dodgers by doing that.
Well, they did beat the Dodgers, and
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I've never seen an orgy bump. I've seen 1-on-1, but I've never seen a gang of crotch bumps.
That's what you guys do before the show every day. But
Yeah, we do. We bump crotches.
Ha! Little thrust.
Say good luck in there.
Yeah.
Imagine NBA players doing that though. You know, how would that go over?
I think no dong, no belief. It's a good point. I think the NBA has too much of there's a macho
Yeah.
culture sort of. It's not happening. It's
Well,
just
that's why I said.
Yeah.
Imagine the NBA. Like there would be an outcry.
the
if NBA
Thunder
players-
are the closest thing to it. The Thunder have some guys that are not afraid to be a little flamboyant.
yeah.
Jared McCain.
Are you saying there are
Shea.
gay
No,
men
I'm
on
not
the
saying that at
Oklahoma
all.
City
I'm
Thunder?
saying they are very comfortable with
Is
themselves.
this breaking news?
It's like Caleb Williams painting his nails. It's that generation.
Really?
Yeah.
Like who's flamboyant on the?
Jared McCain. Have you ever seen his TikToks?
Yeah,
He's the one that was at
Jalen Williams, the big one. Jalen Williams, not J Dub, the
the
center.
other one.
And
Yeah.
no, I have never seen his TikToks.
Shea Gilgeous Alexander has lots of things on the internet that's him kind of being a little crazy. So
Yeah, there's definitely some more like that are coming along. I mean, in football, Caleb Williams is probably the most flamboyant. You know, Christian Wilkins is a really good defensive lineman, and he's blackballed from the league because
Oh God.
he can't keep his hands to himself, and no one will talk about it. I need to see Dong. Like he is a good
Are you
player.
the Christian Williams of this show?
how do you think I got the job?
So, I mean, he was a national champion in twice over at Clemson. He was a high pick, and he was a good NFL player. And no one will remember. I think it was the Raiders that released him, and no one would say what he did. They just said there was unusual behavior. The wide rumor is that he.
You are struggling so hard.
Well,
Just say it.
He puts things where they don't belong on other people. He
What,
makes
like his digits?
yes.
Ooh.
And they gave him a big contract.
Yes, they gave him a big contract. He cannot keep his hands and his fingers to himself.
Wow.
That he is
That is cuttable.
He does stuff below the belt on opponents and teammates, and people get really uncomfortable. And like the rumor, like is he doing it for an orientation thing, or is he doing it because he's trying to be funny? But no one wants to touch him now.
I'm just not into
because
it,
he
bro.
wants to touch everyone else.
Well, isn't that like kind of goes back to the whole? You know how we talk about hazing?
Yeah.
And a lot of times some of the stuff is sexual.
Yes.
But it's not really about that. It's about dominance.
Dominance.
Like, isn't that maybe where what he's doing? Or,
I don't know.
I don't know.
There's certainly two versions of it. One is that he's gay and that he does things that make people beyond uncomfortable and he won't control himself. Or like you said, he's just a bully and he does things to make people uncomfortable, but he's doing things that
he's gay.
That is a very talented player at a premier position in the NFL, and he cannot get a job because he does things.
Wow. Well, shouldn't have done that.
Do you want me to send you Jared McCain TikToks?
No.
Oh.
I'll tell you what.
Not at all.
The dancing TikTok thing.
I'll take your word for it.
Because college players, like I remember like Texas does this, LSU, bunch of like big time recruits. Travis Hunter does this. I will say that as an old, almost 50-year-old white guy, former player, that's one of the hardest things that I like. I
don't like it?
I can't process it.
So what do they just dance around?
Yeah,
McCain dances. He has a great singing voice too, so he'll sing a lot. But yeah, he like dances.
Now is
And
it
he
a
paints his
zesty
nail.
kind of dance?
Yes, it's very zesty.
Yeah.
That's a great word. The Thunder have some zesty guys on their team.
Huh.
And maybe this is a good thing that we've come this far. But some of the teams that I played on back then, if you were like, I'm gonna go do a zesty TikTok dance, you'd get your ass kicked. People would come up to you in the locker room and they would punch you. And so it's a good thing that we've evolved past that. But at the same time, my God, the zesty TikTok dance.
It works when you win.
Yeah, I guess.
Because I think about this with Caleb Williams in a town like Chicago. If he was bad, they would use that totally against him. But since he's been good and they've been winning games, they just kind of brush it aside. Where his first year, his rookie year, there's quite like people are like, does this guy really can he lead the team? It's like, yeah, he can. Yeah. Just because he paints his fingernails doesn't mean he's bad.
Yeah, I'd much rather you paint your fingernails than the zesty, and that's a good term for it.
Zesty is a great term.
The zesty TikTok dance just. It's my greatest fear is that one day I'm just going to like look up and my son will be like doing a zesty, or my daughter, anybody in my family will be doing a zesty TikTok dance. And I'll just be like, oh.
That's the new bit, Primetime Zesty TikToks.
Yeah, I see these here. Huh.
The amount of things that I would rather do than a zesty.
Look. And then they go kick your ass at the court.
Yeah.
Look, we're out of touch, White guys.
We are out of touch.
It's just.
Yes.
I think it's great. I love it.
Yeah.
I always.
I mean, I'm fine with whatever.
McCain's TikToks pop up on my TikTok algorithm all the time. I watch them.
I just can't do it. I'd rather cut
Soup
bump.
blocked him. Thinks he's gay.
Reported it.
I would much rather cut bump than zesty TikTok dance.
What?
100%.
Wow.
If you said, Suk, if before the show you're like, hey, we're going to do a zesty 2-man TikTok dance or we're going to crotch bump, I'm crotch bumping 10 out of 10. Not even close.
Huh. Well, that goes back to if you want to see it, the Giants celebration last night. A little weird. Baseball guys are a little weird.
They're a little strange.
They're the strangest of the pro sports lot.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
Hockey players are a little kooky too.
Are they?
Yeah. But baseball, it's just that you have too much downtime. You're on the road too much and you just don't have anything else going on.
Well, look, I hate to say this, but I've said it before. There's a lot of white trash in baseball. I mean, there is.
There's a lot of white trash.
There is.
So dong bumping is white trash?
No, not necessarily. A lot of baseball is they're kind of hicks, dude.
Yeah.
Not all of it.
I can see that.
But
think about the racist stuff that happened back in the day with baseball.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Well, hockey's like a lot of hockey is farm kids, like Canada farm boys. Like they grew up in, Manitoba, Timbuktu.
Right. It goes back to this takes it all full circle.
Yeah.
Didn't we just talk about this on In the News? Your white trash archetype is simply where you were born.
Yes.
It's all the same.
Yes.
We're all trashy. It's just I'm Kansas trash, you're Washington trash, or Alaska trash, whichever you'd like to claim.
We all, yes.
We got Oregon trash over there.
That's Milwaukee trash. Thank you very much.
Straight Milwaukee trash.
Because Milwaukee trash is different than other parts of.
It's different than Portland trash.
Yeah. Right.
I've done some 100%. Time in Milwaukee. I'm aware. Yeah. I mean, God, we moved to Oregon. I moved to Gresham. Gresham's got its own kind of trash.
That Gresham definitely too.
And we already have a listener making an AI Big Souk zesty football dance, and
Please,
I cannot
send to emails and DMs.
Wait to see that. That is going on my TikTok. That doesn't exist, but if it did, it would.
It's like if you're 40, if you're your late 40s and you decide to do a zesty TikTok dance, that's like. I don't know. It's like the equivalent of like when you're like getting an earring for the first time. At a certain point, like you've aged out of it. Like, if you're 48 and you decide to get a sleeve tattoo randomly, you decide to get an earring, you decide to do a zesty TikTok dance. You got
like the cutoff day is what, 30
something like that, right?
32-ish.
I would think so.
Isn't that just what the kids are doing? He's one of the kids. He's like half your age, and that's what
that's
they
what
do.
I'm saying. It's fine for him.
Yeah,
that's fine.
But it's not fine for me at 39 to start doing zesty TikTok dances or get an arm sleeve.
Yes, the zesty TikTok that's a young man's game. Now, if you're zesty TikToking when you're 30 and you continue it when you're 50, fine. It's what you've been doing.
Oh, I thought you were kind of making the case of like young person should not even
I've
be
never
doing
done it. I can't start doing it now and have it look normal.
Right. Yeah. I thought you were saying nobody should be doing that.
No.
It's like, what? Who cares?
No.
Let him.
When you're in your 20s,
let them shake their little hips.
Exactly.
You, boo.
Go be zestful. That's fine. But You know, if you're working a
I'm gonna
corporate
add some zest to my game.
if you're working a corporate job and then you decide at 48 that you're gonna go get that fire sleeve tattoo when you've never had a tattoo before, you're like, maybe start off with a glittery unicorn and then work your way into that.
I tell you what, if you want to see something great, go to the YouTube and watch Rop, what he just did about 5 seconds ago.
Yeah, it was my little shoulder shimmy.
You'll
It's
be
my new
treated.
zest.
Yeah, a little zest.
I have zest now.
Everyone on the radio, go check the recorded of YouTube.
Yeah.
It's a good one too. Like the Jerry Rice cornrows, Scottie Pippen cornrows,
Scotty.
same sort of thing. Like, yeah.
Zest.
Yeah, but like cornrows again. Allen Iverson, like 22 cornrows, awesome. Sheet, yes. But yeah, Jerry Rice at like 38 cornrow.
It's kind of like Tim Duncan.
That's the malfunctioning epiglottis. I got to cut it off.
You gotta stop somewhere.
Yeah. A couple of notable deaths. We'll wrap up the
Segment
show
got zesty. A
with
little
that.
shoulder shimmy.
Coming up next on The Fan.
The Fan.
All right, 2 basketball deaths today. And by the way, this is the creatine cramp segment. Little clunky,
It's not the best.
but we'll keep it for now.
Sure. It's a placeholder.
Yeah, we lost Brandon Clark,
Yeah.
former Gonzaga Bulldog.
Sounds like that may have been an accidental drug overdose.
He played recently, or he was with the Grizzlies, or
Yeah, he's been with the Grizzlies his entire career.
Yeah.
But he's been hurt the last couple years, like really bad, where he's had like season-ending injuries the last like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
and he's only 29.
Mhm.
Brandon Clark.
Yeah, 10-5 guy. And yeah, I guess they just, no official cause, but they said they found drug paraphernalia around his body. So he only played in 2 games this year, and then 24-25 played 64, but the year before that he played 6. So 2 of the last 3 seasons have been wiped out by injury.
Yeah, he's been a good role player, but been hurt a lot of his career.
Yeah. So you also wonder too, with some of the, did pain pills,
Mental, yeah.
Get involved in that too. I mean, a lot of times pain pills lead to other things.
And the NBA's first openly gay player, Jason Collins, has died. Brain cancer. He was 47.
So if we now had, so I remember him coming out, but I don't remember him being an active player. I thought he came out after he was basically
I think that's
done.
why it was such a big deal, because he was in the league when he came out. I don't think it would have been as big of a deal if he were out of the league.
I just don't remember that.
It was
But-
Sports Illustrated.
So if I remember him coming out. I just don't remember him playing. So we've had. So
Well, he wasn't that great of a player.
So we've had an openly gay NFL player who did play, because Sam came out but didn't play, but Carl Nassib did.
Sam never played in the NFL?
Nah, he's a practice squad guy and I don't think he ever played in a regular
never played in a game?
I don't think he ever played in a regular season game. So we had Michael Sam, but Nassib did it, obviously, and played, had a nice career. We had Collins. Have we had have we had a baseball player or a hockey player? I don't remember hockey, and I don't.
Billy Bean.
Yeah, but that was again after he was done. Oh, he didn't come out while he was playing. So I think we've had 2 of the 4, but you would think at this point, with as accepted as it is, that we would have had an active player come out, because that
Oh. This says Glenn Burke was the first MLB player to come out to teammates in the 70s. And Brian Ruby became the first active professional player to come out in 2021. He was in the Independent League.
Yeah. So I just kind of always assumed that once that seal was broke, that you would have people that would feel comfortable enough to come out and be themselves. And there certainly are rumors about teammates knowing about certain guys, that it's not necessarily the best kept secret, but they still aren't necessarily public about. So even though we've become way more tolerant as a society, there's still obviously a stigma where professional athletes don't feel comfortable being who they are, at least publicly.
Someone text openly gay sports talk show hosts?
Do we have?
Question mark? Yeah. Mason in Ireland.
Yeah.
Mason is gay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's openly gay. Yeah.
Well, and in women's sports, there's no stigma behind it. I mean, the WNBA is, God, we have you want to talk about the difference, culturally between the 2 sports. So you have, Paige Beckers is already what? Top 5, top 6 WNBA player? Certainly one of the top 5 or 6 bigger stars. And she is literally sleeping with the number 1 draft pick in the WNBA and their teammates.
The Mercury, 2 of the better players are literally married on the same team.
And yet we can't, in the male-dominated sports, or not male-dominated, just in the male sports, we're not comfortable enough to even have someone come out and be gay.
No.
So you want to talk about the difference between female sports and male.
Doesn't that tell you all you need to know?
Yes.
Right there.
That there's still that really awful.
Yeah. And sports is like one of the last bastions of it.
Yes. It is a pocket of toxic masculinity, and just there's still that macho bravado where you can say all you want that we've come far and that teammates would accept you, but clearly not.
When and how does that change?
I don't know.
Or can it? Because obviously it should, but I'm with you. I think there's a lot of people that in the male-dominated sport just don't want to think about it, don't want to see it. Just close your eyes and pretend it's not there.
I think a lot of people think that our country has gone backwards and that someone allowed that to happen. And I disagree. I just think the country was there, and we assumed it was better than it was. No one caused any of this rise in hatred or whatever. It's just, it was always there. It's just that someone took the top off of it. So I just think, especially living where we live, I think we live in a bubble where we think that everything is just, it's accepting and everyone will love you and it's not a big deal. And it's not true. Because if it was, you would have people that would come out and be comfortable being who they are. And that's still not there. And I don't know what changes that. I wonder if you had a Jackie Robinson type player, someone who is truly transcendent.
Like a superstar.
It would have to be, yeah.
Mahomes, Wemby,
right.
Someone, or someone just physically dominant, like a Shaq, peak Shaq, right? Someone who was maybe that. Like someone, but I was thinking someone who's just is what you would perceive to be the picture of masculinity, right? Someone that just dominates physically. Would that be enough to kind of break through the stigma? And even then, I'm not certain that it would. So I don't know. I thought we'd be further along than we are, and we're not.
You mentioned Carl Nassib, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Nassib is probably the one that has played the longest and was the best.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah.
And maybe it's a good thing that we just don't really talk about him.
And that's why I said, like, when Nassib came out and kept playing, I thought that was the end of the stigma. I was like, okay, like, it wasn't a big deal. He wasn't kicked out of the league, he wasn't blackballed, nothing like that. I thought that would open the door for other gay players, and it has not. So for whatever reason, that door has remained steadfast, slammed shut. Because they're there, and you even hear of people that are, and yet they are not willing to come out and be like, yeah, that's who I am. And I think that's kind of sad. I think it's not kind of sad. I think it's very sad that people have to live a lie.
Coming up next, thanks a lot, Obama.
Bye.
From the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, a couple of NBA deaths today. Grizzly forward Brandon Clark passed away at the age of 29. No cause of death officially announced, but his death is being investigated as a possible overdose as drugs and drug paraphernalia was found around the body. And 13-year NBA veteran Jason Collins, he has passed away at the age of 47 after a battle with stage 4 glioblastoma. Collins was the first openly active gay NBA player. Spurs Timberwolves Game 5 going on right now, midway through the second quarter. Spurs up 13 in this one. Series tied at 2. Missouri running back Ahmad Hardy, he has been released from the hospital after being shot in the upper leg early Sunday morning. Hardy headed back to Missouri to rehab with the hopes of playing this season for the Tigers. College Game Day, they have announced their first 2 stops on their tour. Week 1, they'll be in Baton Rouge for Clemson taking on LSU. That'll be Lane Kiffin's debut as the head coach. Week 2, they'll be down in Austin for Ohio State taking on Texas. Rory McIlroy paused his Tuesday afternoon practice today after just 3 holes because of discomfort from a blister on his right pinky toe. And the Fire, they're hosting the Liberty tonight from Moda Center. Liberty 12.5-point favorites. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
I want bourbon.
It's chicken.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm sorry.
Come on.
Rockin' to the door.
What up?
Okay, we apologize.
It's time for the club, baby, on 105.1 and 1080. The Fan. Hoo-wee.
It's chicken.
What up?
Sha-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na.
What up?
Hi. Hi.
Hello. Sorry, I was working some headphone problems out.
You were working it out over there.
Oh, Toddy-san. Oh, yeah. Hey, my Mets are winning. Look at that.
Yeah. They were down 2-0. Now they're up 3-2.
Give it
I
time.
don't know why I'm watching them.
I don't know either. There's really no reason to watch them. I got your Sabres Canadians on. No offense.
I'm tired of my Sabres.
Normally, I would pick the Mets over most things, but God, they're hard to watch at this point. Although it's going to intermission, so maybe I'll flip over.
Yeah, my Sabres are pissing me off.
Someone sent me all my friends love to send me crappy Mets, like memes and whatnot. And it's like, really? Although some of them are pretty good. This one was a photo of Juan Soto next to a Taco Bell Crunchwrap Supreme. The Crunchwrap Supreme, $6.39. Tickets to the National Mets game on the 30th coming up, $6 right now. So you can go see a Mets game for cheaper than you can get a Taco Bell Crunch Supreme.
I'm going to turn it over to a real team, watch the Royals play the White Sox. What do you think about that?
Oh, they're like in 4th place.
Yeah, but I think they're only a couple back.
They stink too.
Oh God, they just gave up a home run. See? Look at that stupid white. Are the White Sox good? What is the freaking Panthers doing?
Are the White Sox
What
good?
is the freaking Panthers doing?
It's a good question.
White Sox, good little upstart this year.
That division sucks.
It's nice to know that I'm not the only person that like turns on a game that I want to watch, and I'm rooting for a team, and then as soon as I turn it on, they give up a home run or give a bunch of baskets or whatever.
Yeah, and then you immediately become
Then you
disgusted.
hate 'em.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm turning off this too.
Like, why am I watching
I
this
find
crap?
myself when I bet on teams, it's like, oh, I'm going to turn the game. Oh, they're down 10-0. Oh,
Right.
cool. Let's just turn this off.
By the way, that
Hell.
entire division, one team is above 500, and they're one game above 500.
I think count how many teams are above 500 in the American League.
Okay, so we got the Rays and the Yankees,
2.
Guardians,
3.
and Athletics.
A's are over 500.
21 and 19.
All right, so we have 4.
That's it.
True story.
In the NL Central, every team, and there's 5 of them,
They're all over 500.
they're all over 500.
Who's in last place?
The Cincinnati Reds,
What's their record?
22 and 19. The Cincinnati Reds, who are in last place, would be in first place in the West, and the Central, they would be in third place in the East. But 2 of the 3 divisions, the last place Cincinnati Reds would be in first place.
Wow.
We've got hot new travel trends for you guys. One involving Mexico.
I do love Mexico.
Yeah.
Are we back? Are we back? Because I know for a while there, we're lighting Costco's on fire.
Oh, I don't think we ever. I mean, people are still traveling to Mexico.
Are we back to? For a while there,
That ain't going to scare us from going down there.
well, we were fear mongering Mexico
Too cheap.
again.
It's too cheap. People need their savings.
It's a deal.
It's a deal. Got to go. May get blown up. Got to go.
I don't want to go, but
Yeah,
I got a deal on it.
I stand by my statement. Mexico greater than Hawaii. No one in Hawaii wants you there, and it's really expensive. Mexico is way cheaper, and the people are actually excited that you're there. Language barrier, a little rough, but if you can't get by speaking broken Spanish and with your phone, then you're just a rube at that point. And yes, you got to watch out not to get cartel. But hey, there's dangers wherever you go.
A Mexico City nightclub has gone viral for charging Americans a nearly $300 cover charge,
America, woo! Boy.
while citizens from any other country pay $20 for access.
Why wouldn't you just not go to that club then? Like, what's happening
That's
in
not an option.
that? What is happening in that club that I have to be?
The chicks, man.
Is there not chicks at the other club? Where is
No,
this?
this
at?
is the Mexico City.
Mexico City.
Pay attention. American.
The America tax.
I've been to Mexico City, and there are lots of clubs. There's plenty to go to.
Not this one.
Not this one. $300?
Yeah. So if you are Latin American or Mexican, you pay $14.
Okay.
And if you are American, you pay $300.
What if I just say I'm Canadian?
Yeah, no, I think that or an accent.
Yeah.
Like it can't be that hard to get around, can it?
G'day, mate.
I guess when they card you.
Throw another ship on the bobby. Could you do a bad Australian or British accent and fool the Mexican doorman? Or do they have a good ear for European?
They train them. I think they train them.
I think your Washington driver's license is going to give it away, but
I gotta get a Swedish passport.
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Call
That would do it.
And what's it cost to get a fake ID?
from another country?
Yeah,
Is this
is that
what we're
less
having
than
to do now?
$300 charge?
Is this really what we're having to do? Is get a fake ID from another
Look.
country because Americans are so hated?
All I know
Thanks
is
a lot, Obama.
if this isn't a story on Fox News, it will be real soon. The outrage over I guess what you say, the fleecing of American tourism.
This says the Instagram announcement from the nightclub Japan in the Roma Norte neighborhood has been linked.
Isn't that weird that it's a club in Mexico that hates Americans and it's called Japan? Oh, Tani-san.
It has been liked over 26,000 times and received more than 200 comments, most of them supporting the policy as part of a broader revolt in the capital against what many see as a U.S. takeover.
Oh.
It's not that we charge gringos more. It's that we offer discounts to people that need it, said the club. The cover charge is 5,000 pesos. Citizens of the U.S. don't get a discount.
So, no, I'm trying to...
And by the way, that's bullshit.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure this out. So are they trying to claim that this isn't a punishment for...
Yes. They're saying their cover is $300, but they just give Mexicans and Latin Americans a discount down to $14, which is absurd.
It's like college, right? Like I have to pay full price for my kid, but like others, you don't. By the way, I'm looking at this Japan club.
If the price differential wasn't that bad, I would think about going. But $300 to $14, that's quite a bit different.
Does seem a bit
So
steep.
you pay 5,000 pesos.
Yeah.
And my Mexican lover will pay $150.
See, like if it was like $60 to $14, sure. $100, maybe I'd even think about it. But $300.
Well, and I want some intellectual honesty, so that bothers me. Just be like, you hate Americans. I get it, but you're saying you're stopping the American takeover. So is it the idea that American tourists are coming down and overwhelming Mexico City? If that's pissing you off, that's one thing. I get it. Like there's places like I think Barcelona tried to pass some laws to make Airbnbs illegal. I know Italy is battling. A lot of places are battling this right now. That tourists are coming into a place and they're swarming it, and locals can't afford to go there anymore. So that makes sense. But then that would be all tourists. That wouldn't just be Americans, I would think.
Right, just admit it.
Yeah, just admit you don't like us. That's okay.
Well,
by the way, I think most of the place, if you said you don't like us, most of it would be like, yeah, that's
I agree.
about right.
Yeah, they suck.
Yeah, I get it.
By the way, the owner does admit that. What they're saying is, yeah, it's weird. The post on their website or on the Instagram says, citizens from any other country get a 93% discount. Mexicans and Latin Americans get 95% off, and students and teachers get a 97% discount. So again, they're being cheeky with it.
Sure.
Not to be confused with jiggy.
No.
But
although it looks like the club is getting jiggy with it. It's a place that I don't know if Stevie Brackets would ever be more uncomfortable. Everything is neon. There's a shirtless DJ wearing a mask. This is. I don't think this is.
Why would that make me uncomfortable?
I don't think this is for you.
Just be too loud. The loud noises hurt my ears.
There's too many people. You know, it's not going to work for
you. The shirt off doesn't bother me. Just the people. People bother me in general.
The club's owner, Federico Crespo, said the tiered pricing was a reflection of deteriorating Mexico-U.S. relations under Donald Trump. This is a response to a year of insults directed at us as a country by the United States. It is very much a response to the many attacks against Mexico from Trump.
Well, again, I have concepts of a plan.
I mean, it makes sense.
I think he means Biden.
Well, we've spent an entire, how many years have we called them like rapists and all? I get it. Like we don't have the best reputation right now.
When he was launching paper towels?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
That was Puerto Rico, wasn't it?
That was Puerto Rico.
I'm the first one to admit, like, when we were over in Italy and when we were in, like, Spain and Portugal, there's definitely a little, like, when you go places and they're, like, American, and you're always like, are you going to spit in this? Because, like, I'm just...
What do you want to hear?
Yeah, I'm one of those. Luckily, I got Otani-san with me, and I can just do Japan. I got Japan over here.
I've been welcomed.
Like, honey, she can, Imagine going to like I've always wanted to go to Greenland. That's like on my list because I enjoyed Iceland so much. I thought Greenland would be cool. I'm not certain that I roll up and I know how I look. I'm not certain that Greenland's welcoming me with open arms. It's a little weird.
Yeah, apparently this is going on in Barcelona, Genoa, and Lisbon as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Very, very new trend.
Yeah. When we were, like I said, Lisbon, it wasn't so bad when we were in like the coastal cities in Portugal. Lisbon, certainly there was some, we got some dirty
Well,
looks.
the other part of this is not just, being American, which I think it's kind of dumb to, just because we live here.
Yeah.
I don't support that guy. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but they don't know.
I know, but that's also, like, that's bad for business. Like, why are you, there's a bunch of Americans that maybe don't support that guy that are down in your city wanting to party and you're charging them $300.
I think the idea is they don't care. And,
well, I get it, but...
Well, can we also be honest, too, that sometimes when foreign people come to our country, we're not necessarily the kindest as well?
Well, but we should be better, okay?
Yes, we probably should.
Just because that happens doesn't mean it's right.
No.
So, the other thing that they're saying is local people in a lot of these cities are complaining that, the people are moving there. And they're renting places there.
Yes.
And they're not paying local taxes, and it's just cheaper.
Yeah.
And they got a bunch of money.
Yes.
And
that is a real thing.
Yeah. So that's really the bigger issue.
Yes. And that's like that's the Barcelona thing. A lot of those places they're not what are they like? Ireland's going through this, and it's a mass wave of whether it's immigration or tourists or whatever. They're very upset because they think it's losing. Well, it's the same thing why people like the Hawaiians hate us. You're taking a group of people that are from a place and they're not allowed, they can't afford to live there anymore because other people are coming in and buying everything up. Like, if you're Hawaiian, if you're a native Hawaiian, you have every right to hate every single person that comes to your island. It's the most, I don't know how people in Hawaii live. That is the most expensive place to live in the United States, not even close. And no one that's actually from there can afford to live there. Because you got Oprah and The Rock and every other dip-ass celebrity that go over there and they buy, they're like, oh, Hawaii's a magical place. And then they buy up all the land and they put up $1 million homes and then they live there for a month out of the year. And then everything gets rented out and the locals like, well, cool, I can work at a hotel and not afford anything. That's the reason why I don't like going to Hawaii. I would hate me too if I walked over there. That's a crappy thing, and so it's happening over the rest of the world. So that's a problem that is not just a Mexican United States thing. That's a worldwide problem. Because at the end of the day, the future is not going to be black and white, brown and yellow or anything else. It's rich and poor. It's just, do you have money or not? And if you have money, people will love you. And if you don't have money, they're going to be like, F you.
Got some hot new travel trends coming up next.
Is that paying $300 to go to a club?
Would you like the microcation or the sleepcation, perhaps?
Is this again where you can't afford to go on real vacation, so you have to make up stupid things to pretend you're on vacation?
I mean,
it kind of feels like that.
I don't know what you think a microcation is, but
again, I think this is the idea of, again, the haves and the have-nots. And we're like,
vacation.
Yeah, and we're like, we're not going to do anything to improve your life so you can take a real vacation, but we will make up some terms for you to do something and that you can pretend that we're doing something for you. I think that's where I think this is going, but I'm kind of excited to find out about it.
But you also have the sleepcation.
Okay.
Now this one, I'm on board.
The sleepcation?
Yeah.
All right.
It's pretty sweet. So we'll get to those items coming up next here in the club on The Fan.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
This update brought to you by Stone Creek Golf Club, Oregon's best public course under $100. StoneCreekGolfClub.net. First on the Fan. Couple NBA deaths sad today. Grizzlies forward Brandon Clark passed away today at the age of 29. Cause of death has not been publicly known, but his death is being investigated as a possible overdose as drug paraphernalia and drugs were surrounded his body. And 13-year NBA veteran Jason Collins, he passed away today at the age of 47 after a battle with stage 4 glioblastoma. Spurs Timberwolves, game 5 going on right now. Series tied at 2. Spurs up by 12 at the half. Missouri running back Ahmad Hardy, he has been released from the hospital after being shot in the upper leg early Sunday morning. Hardy, he's going to head back to the University of Missouri to rehab. He says he's hoping to play this season for the Tigers. College Game Day, they've announced their first 2 stops of their season. Week 1 is going to be down in Baton Rouge. Clemson taking on LSU. Lane Kiffin's first game as the LSU Tigers head coach. And then week 2, they'll be in Austin when Ohio State takes on Texas. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
All right, now to how we doing?
Doing great.
Now to some hot new travel trends.
That's what you get for making fun of me for trying to say that.
I wasn't making fun of you. I just looked at you.
I'm just waiting for more newers.
I need some more PGA Tour newers. Breaking newers.
We're going to talk about the micro-ween vacation.
So 2 new travel trends sweeping the land. One is the sleepcation. The other is the microcation. Which would you like to hear about first?
Talk to me about the micro-ween. What do we got?
It's called a microcation.
Whenever I think of micro, I just immediately go to micro-ween, right?
I do too.
Yeah, I mean...
When you hear micro, yeah.
I mean, back in the day, you had that micro machine guy, you know, that dude who talked real fast and had the little cars. But that's long since gone, and now we're just into the micro-ween.
You got baby nuts.
That's right.
So travelers have taken microcations for decades, but the popularity of these short jaunts has surged in recent years. This is mainly due to over-tourism, carbon cost, things like that.
Flights are ridiculously expensive
crazy
right now. Yeah. My kid was trying to come home from Korea for the summer for a little bit, and she said it's about 60% more expensive than when she came home last year.
According to Alliance Partners 2025 Vacation Confidence Index, which I read religiously.
You get it leather bound, do you?
You know what? I do.
Keep it as a reference work, put it on the shelf. Looks great.
You know, like those guys who have the actual scorecard books?
Sure.
In golf, the pros have the yardage books and everything. They have the leather bind, Yeah. Do you ever see a guy in the wild that has one of those?
Never.
I've seen that.
Do you instantly think he's cool or douche?
I gotta be honest.
Douche, right?
I don't love it.
You have to be really good.
It's like
now,
you don't really need it.
Now, I will say that if you're out there and you're shooting 64, a buttery 64, you can wear it wherever you want. But if you're out there hacking around with me and you're putting up an 84 and you've got a leather book, really, man? I'm judging you. Can we also talk about the most antiquated thing is that?
Is what?
So we live in a world, the digital age, like everything, every single thing is done on your phone. We have a computer that is calling balls and strikes, and yet in the world of golf, we expect them to take out a little pencil and break out their little leather book. And number two, that bitch, that is the silliest thing in sports.
It is weird that they do that in pro golf.
It's just so dumb.
Because amateurs,
actually pretty neat.
I have an app, you can just plug it in on the app. The Langdon has an app, you can just put it in right there.
Well, how about this? It's $1 billion tour. It's the PGA. We can all see what the score is. Why not just have an official score? But the idea that you have to take your little book and sign it and then go in.
And it can't be wrong. If it's wrong,
you're done.
You could be DQ'd.
That is just like, I get back in the day you had to do that in order to keep, make sure people were honest. Yeah, there's a thing called TV cameras now. Like that is the dumbest thing we do in sports. That if every single thing in the world has gone digital, but we expect Rory McIlroy to go into the little cabin and sign his name on the card and be like, I guarantee this is my score.
Yeah, got to get it right.
Jeez. Golf might be the most pretentious thing in the world. It's pretty bad.
73% of Americans plan to take a microcation, making it the most common type of leisure travel.
Well, isn't that just taking a short bit?
No, they are not the same as weekend getaways. Alliance defines them as leisure trips more than 100 miles from home for 4 or fewer nights. Many travelers describe something more intentional and ambitious, a new country rather than a familiar standby, a thematic focus, culture, cycling, food, wellness, and an intensity that prioritizes depth. That said, an exhausted millennial jet setting to Paris for 3 days with no real agenda still counts. So my kids did this. They went to a wedding in Portugal. And, dude, they were gone for like 3 days.
Really?
Yeah, it was wild. Maybe 4.
Yeah, that seems...
But it's like...
Now, if you're from Europe, we have some friends of ours who are from Romania, and that's the easiest thing in the world because even my daughter in Korea, she jumps over to Vietnam or down to, wherever. She can get on an airplane and, in 45 minutes, you're in a completely different country. United States is a little harder, especially when you're tucked up here. If you're leaving PDX, you ain't getting anywhere. I mean, even Mexico. Like if you're going most places in Mexico, you're flying for hours upon hours.
I feel like that's the hard part. Is people are like, if you travel somewhere that takes a while to get there, it's 2 days just to travel.
100%.
Maybe a day and a half.
Yeah.
Time changes, but that has never justified. Like you got to go at least a week or whatever.
Yeah. Well,
or at least the
thought.
You got to make it worthwhile.
The conventional wisdom is you got to go for a week to make that worthwhile.
Yeah.
But nowadays, people are not viewing it that way. They're like, first of all, I can't afford to stay a week, so I'm going to stay 4 days. And, with airport lounges and, you make the travel as comfortable as you can, and you squeeze as much in 3 days, and you're home.
I don't know. That's like we try to get back to Japan once every other year, 18 months.
Go Ducks for some reason.
But that's a 15+ hour trip unless you take in direct, and then it gets really expensive. But you're anywhere from you're about $1,200, and if you're lucky, that's direct. But it's direct from Seattle or like San Francisco. There's nothing direct from Portland. So to drop $1,400 to fly 15+ hours to get there and then be there for 3 days and then turn around and come back, like
it doesn't seem worth it to me.
But what if the alternative is you can't go because you can't afford it?
What?
In other words, okay, so you said $1,400 for the flight, right?
Yeah.
So let's say 4 days. What'd you say? 3 days there.
Yeah.
So you got $1,400. This is just one person. $1,400, and then let's just say it's I don't know. Give me a number for 3 days for one person.
Oh, but
to spend.
If you're balling on a budget, you can probably get by. You can probably get by with $1,000, somewhere between $500 and
$25.
Okay, so let's say it's a $2,500 trip.
Yeah.
Okay. So the alternative. I think what people are saying is the alternative is I can either spend $2,500, get the flight, stay for a short period of time, and come home, or
you have to spend $4,000.
Or I can't afford $4,000.
Right,
so what I'm saying is if I'm going to spend $2,500, I can't go. So it's the only way I can go unless I want to just blow $2,500 locally, at a place I've been to 500 times.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Is like, and that's what the kids were telling me. With the Portugal, first of all, it was a wedding, and they wanted to go.
Sure.
But they also couldn't afford a really huge work time and everything. They couldn't afford like a 2-week vacation. So they were like, all right, we're going to go. We're going to spend a day, I think, in one city and a day in another, and boom, we're back. And I thought, I get it. It's fast.
Yeah.
And it's expensive, but it's not as expensive as if you went for 2 weeks, which you can't afford anyway.
I've never thought about that. My travel is almost always based on one, budget, and two, time. So if I can't afford to go to Japan, I will find a place closer. By the way, I think that's why a lot of people go to Hawaii. It's one of the reasons I really like Mexico, is that I can go to Mexico for 3 or 4 days, and it's not that bad. Like the Caribbean, like St. Croix and St. Lucia are some of my favorite places on earth, but it is a pain in the ass to get there. You have to go through like Houston or Atlanta and then Miami and then on and coming back. And they're expensive flights, and so I don't get down there as much. But I've just, I don't know, I've never thought about doing, I would never think about going to Portugal for 3 days.
So this person
never crossed my mind.
She's an international regional manager at a European group travel company. She says a long weekend is usually calendar driven, a public holiday, a spare Friday off work, a quick flight somewhere familiar. Instead, a microcation is designed to feel like a holiday in a tight time frame. It's time you use deliberately, and that distinction is resonating with modern travelers.
Interesting.
These quick getaways are partly a response to limited paid time off and tighter budgets, as we mentioned. A recent Deloitte report notes that travelers are taking more trips but spending more frugally. They also reflect widespread burnout. Shorter breaks are easier to plan and less likely to end with an overwhelming inbox. For parents and people juggling care responsibilities, they can simply just be more realistic.
So, and this goes back to most of the time I travel, it is almost exclusively based on budget, where we've done this for years because I would always haul my kids, and that got really expensive. Flying kids internationally sucks. It's expensive. So what I would do is I would pick when I wanted to go. And you do a week or 9 days, whatever. So I would pick the time, be like, this is my time off. And then I would go on like Skyscanner, and I would pick the dates, but I would do open destination. And then I would let it kick out destinations to me. And I would find the place that has the great airfare. Half the places I went simply because they were running sweet airfare. Like when we went to Iceland, same thing, we kind of stumbled upon it. It was like $500 to fly round trip direct to Iceland. And we're like, well, we're going to Iceland, kids. And then when they're there, you can find ways, like you do Airbnbs instead of hotels, or I've always tried to find ways to fit that into the budget. But where you stay and flights are almost always the killer.
Yeah.
And
those are the big things.
And if you're open to where you're going, and you're open to not staying necessarily in the, like, if you're willing to go out and be amongst the people in neighborhoods, you can see a lot of cool places for a good budget.
Here's another thing that I think people are doing with this is they're saying, if you're going to spend, let's say for a year, or no, for one big trip, you would spend $7,000.
Sure.
Some people are saying, well, I'm going to take 3 trips and spend a third of that in those 3 trips, because one of the appealing things about vacations, particularly holidays, like not just weekend getaways, is looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Like that is really, it's exciting.
Yeah.
Right? But if you only have one every summer or whatever, it's like for 8 months out of the year, you're just grinding, right?
Gives you something to look forward to, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So you're grinding for all those months, and then it finally gets close enough where you start to look forward to it. That's a great feeling. Yeah. It kind of gives you a little pep in your step.
Yeah.
So if you cut the $7,000 that you were going to spend for the one trip into 3 different trips, you now have 3 things to look forward to.
Makes sense.
And every quarter, you have a getaway. Yeah. And no, you're not spending as much time there, but you're spending the same amount of money over the course of the year, and you're getting 3 breaks instead of one long one.
Yeah, I mean, I see the logic behind it. I wonder. Now, I've never thought about that, but that's intriguing.
I actually, I kind of like it.
Because like
the idea.
Yeah, I mean, if you had, especially if you have like a 3-day weekend, you take 1 day off work, because sometimes that's, the missus always has that. The VDJ is like, well, how much time did I have work? But if you have a natural Friday day off, you take 1 day. I would always think that 4 days is not enough time to go anywhere really far away. Maybe I need to rethink it. Maybe 4 days is enough to get to the Caribbean. But we're such a big country too, and there's cool places. Like I'll do that, like New Orleans or Chicago. Like you can do that. Like you can take a red eye and get out of here and fly to Chicago and have a kick-ass 3 or 4 day I've always thought the micro vacation more makes sense to be in the States.
Yes. That's kind of my thought too, is because like we went to Mexico, but we went there for a week. It's like I couldn't imagine just going there for 3 or 4 days, especially with the kids too, because I gotta take them.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and so you gotta have stuff to do. You can't just get in and get out like that. That's just too much for them.
You don't have to take them.
I can't leave them home.
Sure you can.
They're too young.
You have in-laws?
Sure they'd love that. I don't hate my kids. I love my kids. I hate being a dad.
Let them free range. Just see what happens. Put put some hot pockets out for them, like a big bowl of water, and you're like
a cat. You just hey, here's your food for the week.
Yeah, I think the other thing that's appealing about this is people. This is a real thing.
Yeah.
People do not want to be away from work for a long time.
Oh yeah.
They get really nervous. Yep. They get.
They're gonna Wally
Someone's
Pitt
gonna
me.
take their job or. They have too much to do when they get back, and so now they're more stressed.
My girl is the master of the company. I can't leave. The company would fall apart. No, they'll be fine.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's the same person that says Vegas isn't ready for them. Like, hun, they'll manage. I think it's fine. Take your time off.
All right, so that's the microcation.
Taking vacation. The amount of people that don't take their vacation time in the U.S. is staggering.
Yeah.
And we're one of the few places that do that. And I want to pose this to, and I'm being dead serious, this crossed my mind, to old Stevie Fire in there. So your kids are what? Your kids are 13 and...
They are 11 and 7.
11 and 7.
7, 11.
All right. If you and the missus left for a week...
Can we pass this? And then,
yes, we'll break.
I'm trying to stay on track.
Let's break, and then we'll come back.
Oh, you're going to ask it first?
We can do it when we come back. I just have a hypothetical. I'm intrigued by what he thinks.
All right. I got to tell you about sleepcations too.
All right.
Now these are even hotter. So we'll continue with travel talk next. Okay, we're talking hot new travel trends, microcations. What's your hypo?
I just posed to Stevie Fire in there, who was like, we can't leave the kids. And I asked, why not? If you left for a week, your kids aren't babies, you stocked the house, and you just said, hey, I'm putting you in charge. You got some numbers here in case something goes wrong. Do you really think that something bad would happen if you left other than you would feel guilty?
No, I think they'd be fine because they know how to use their iPads to reach us, to call us and FaceTime us. They know how to make cereal. They know how to throw stuff in the air fryer. They'd be fine.
And you have someone in case of an emergency that they could get a hold of to come over.
Yeah.
You got an uncle, right?
My parents live 10 minutes away.
See, that's my thing. I think a lot of people are like you, are like, well, I can't leave the kids. And I say, yes, you can. You just choose not to under the guise of, I can't. I think we can leave younger kids alone for way longer period than what we accept as kind of normal. I'm not saying you leave like a 5-year-old by themselves, but at some point, it's like when you got a babysitter, was the John Mulaney bit? I had a babysitter when I was 10 that was 12. She could dial the phone a little better than I can. That's the only difference.
You know why? I may not like being a dad, but I'm a good dad. I can tell you that.
So you can't, you feel guilt. It's the guilt thing. You're
I'm
like,
with Suk on this. I don't know. I think it's just a normal thing.
I also, it's that. But I also, when I was a kid, we didn't go on a lot of vacations and stuff. So when we do go on vacations, I do want to have them have that experience.
Yeah.
I think that, that's something that I feel like I missed out on. People always talk about how they go to Disneyland. I never went to Disneyland. I feel like there's a lot of things that I didn't do as a kid that other people did. So if I can, I would love to bring my children with me.
Yeah, totally get that.
Even though,
Yeah.
I don't get that.
See, and I do. I hauled my kids around too, but the idea.
Young kids.
Right. When they were younger, we gave them to the grandparents and we went to Vegas for 3 nights or whatever. We've done that before, but we've never left them alone for days or a day at the house.
I've left my kids before. I'm like, you know what? You're going to be fine.
Yeah, you're good.
Here's a phone. You know what to do. You'll be all right. You come home and occasionally you get some bitching and someone's like, oh, someone was being a jerk or whatever. I'm like, yeah, you'll figure it out.
You're right, though. They would definitely be fine.
Yeah.
Now to the sleepcation.
Yeah, what's this?
Well, what do you think it is?
Well, sleepcation.
Yeah.
You just lay in bed and sleep
Yeah,
like
sleep
like a turd? What are we doing?
Yes, just like a turd.
Oh, my God.
Like an Amber Heard turd.
This I'm not on board with.
This is a rapidly growing 2026 travel trend where guests book hotel stays specifically to catch up on rest, often spending 16+ hours a day sleeping in high-end, comfortable environments rather than sightseeing.
That's the dumbest. The micro-ween vacation seemed fine. This is just stupid.
Driven by burnout among Gen Z and millennials, this trend features luxury amenities like pillow menus, soundproofing, and blackout curtains to prioritize deep sleep.
This is the most millennial, you're a bunch of bitches that I've ever
As a
heard.
millennial, I do not stand by this. This is horrible.
Instead of packed itineraries, travelers enjoy room service, spa treatments, and uninterrupted sleep. This was in the Wall Street Journal, by the way. This trend turns hotel rooms into sanctuaries. With 1 in 3 adults reporting sleep deprivation, hotels are responding to this need with specialized packages that include CBD products, weighted blankets, and even sleep trackers.
Can't you just do all that stuff at home?
I do love a weighted blanket, though.
Yeah, I bought one of those. I bought one of those for the BTJ because she likes to sleep, and she just never used it.
See, I think it works great. If I get under a weighted blanket, I fall asleep, and it's a great sleep.
That's what I thought. I thought it was a good gift.
Yeah.
And it turned out it was not.
Yeah, screw you.
She chooses to just kick me at her. The only thing she needs for a deep sleep is her knee in my back, and then she's like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
that's her comfort.
That's her comfort, making me uncomfortable. Everything's perfect." I can't believe people are doing that.
Yeah. Hotels like the Equinox in New York City offer sleep sanctuaries, while others provide special amenities like these sleep-focused options described by Huffington Post, including AI-driven sleep, noise cancellation, and personalized lighting. 58% of travelers are considering sleep-focused getaways to address long-term sleep debt.
By the way, when the Chinese eventually come and take us over, they deserve it. This is what this is prime example. I get that life is stressful, but You're telling me we have a whole group of people that are so stressed you have to go on vacation to sleep? Pull your head out of your ass and be an adult. Put your big girl panties on and your big boy pants and figure it out. I have to go somewhere to sleep.
Well, it's like, okay, you take a week-long vacation at one of these sleep hotels, and then when you come back home, you're back to your bad sleep again?
Yeah.
So you just wasted a whole trip on sleeping for no reason.
How about just not make your life the most miserable thing in the world? Like, if you like that stuff to sleep somewhere else, spend the money instead of going on a vacation and get that stuff in your house.
I'm fine with that. Like, when me and Coach Vaughn go to Vegas, there'll be times where, we'll just take a little quick nap ski, and then we'll go out and do stuff.
I tell you what, I am the king of relaxing on vacation.
Yeah.
Like, I do not need a full itinerary.
Yeah.
Love that.
And there are some days where it's like, you know what?
We're not doing crap.
We're not going to do anything today.
Yeah. Totally on board.
And I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Love it.
So there.
So you just don't wanna sleep the whole time?
But the idea of
No, I'm too antsy. I don't want to sleep.
I'm going to go somewhere and sleep all day.
Yeah, a lot of the people they interviewed in this article are like super high achiever, like CEO types that these are people that are so type A, like they can't shut off. And they're busy and they're doing all this stuff and they're changing the world and and then they do this for 3 days and then they go back and do it all over again. That being said, 6 months. And I can't imagine what that's like because I'm a man of leisure.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's, again, I don't know. I just go back to people that make their life miserable. I don't have any sympathy because you choose to make your life miserable. You do. That's an active choice.
Well, they may not have miserable lives. They're just busy. They're just go-getters. Like some people just cannot stop.
Yeah.
Like they just can't.
But if you're stressed out and you have a pile of money, but you're stressed out and you just every day is kind of I don't know, like that's how do I say this? Life is hard.
I love these.
Well,
These are my favorite part of the show every
these
time.
are great.
Life is hard.
Because you never really know what's coming.
Yeah.
No,
You know?
it could be offensive. It could be really funny. It could be totally serious in a great spot.
Right.
I love it.
Well, life is hard. I'm not saying it's not, right? People get sick, people die, you get your heart broken, you get gout, whatever, there's a million things that come and get you, right? The boogeyman pops up. Like,
Gout's tough.
yeah, you get bad stuff, You got an anal pustule that pops up, you got to go get ass surgery, whatever. Bad stuff happens.
Yeah.
But I swear to God,
Wow.
we as a human species, the best thing that we do, the number one thing we do is we create problems for ourselves and then bitch about them. Like, we actively choose to make life so much harder and so much more miserable than it has to be.
So I take it you're not taking a sleepcation
No.
anytime soon.
No. That's one of those that when I try not to be that guy that looks at younger people and be like, dude, pull your freaking socks up and be a man. But that's one where I'm like, just
I feel like Steven's on board with this idea.
grow a pair.
The nap idea?
Yeah, you're a sleepcation guy.
No. I'm okay taking a nap or two, but let's go do some stuff.
Bye, bitch. All right, good little ball game brewing here. Spurs T-Wolves.
Oh, yeah.
5-point game, late third. We are back tomorrow, 3 to 7 on The Fan. Good night.